What is going on? Oh, this is the Plug Podcast. We got our own, another segment. This is the Legendary Corner. We out here. We've got the one and only Doggiediamonds.
What's up? What's up? What's going
Applaud
on?
that, man.
What is going on? Let's get the applause going. 1,000%. Legend here in the game that we are in, this podcast industry, digital media in general. We got a lot of stories to pull out, so let's just get right into it. Doggiediamonds, thank you for the platform that you help us to be on right now. I just want to say that out of the bat, like for this digital soapbox. We'll get into that later on.
Yes.
So we'll get applause to that because we're the #1 podcast label out there, period, without bar none.
Actual facts.
That's actual facts. Let's get those little ping John for that too.
Ting.
Talk that sauce.
So let's just, I want you to, you are a legend in this digital space that we're in right now. If people don't know who you are, you had the Forbez DVD, you had the Come Up era DVD. You were out here in the digital space with people like V-Lad early, people like World Star Hip Hop.
No, that's before Vlad.
I'm just
man.
no,
Come
but
on,
it's
come
all
on,
in the.
Get it
hold
right,
on,
man. Don't do
hold on,
Vlad with it,
no.
bro.
In the YouTube digital space, but like that's what the current kids are gonna know him for. That shit, and then we're gonna also go back to the Come Up DVDs when you just had straight
But that was
DVDs
before-
out here.
okay, I see what you're saying.
So he's been part of the transition of digital media from DVDs
But we gotta do
onto the internet,
We got to do one of
onto
the originators.
everything.
We got to do one of the
He
originators.
is the originators,
Okay.
and I want to get into that.
Okay.
So, Doggiediamonds, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm sorry, we did a lot of opening up, and we had to give you that live open there because you deserve every second of that recognition in this digital space. So, you want to tell us, like, let's start off. Where your background? Where were you born at? Your what's your ethnicity? All that.
Ethnicity.
Well,
Ethnicity, right?
But that's a good thing though because a lot of people be mistaking me for different things.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
Black.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm black. My mother is black. My father is black.
When you say black, are they from America? Like they're from born?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, from Brooklyn.
They were born in Brooklyn. They were raised in New
Yes.
York also.
Yes, my mother and father met in the same building that my whole family was born in. My
Wow.
whole family, like every member of my family was born in this
So
building.
you Brooklyn through and through, my brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my mother and father met in the same building. Every member of my family was conceived in the same building. You know, it's funny as hell. So
Where is that building currently? Or do you still?
It's actually abandoned right now. They're trying to
should
figure
buy
out what
that,
they're gonna
John.
do with it. I should, but the last time or before I left, it was so messed up. Like it would take a lot of work. But no, it is something that's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
as far as,
it's
you
got to
know,
be.
But Brooklyn is so gentrified right now, and they would like jack the price up so crazy that I guess it would be worth it for sentimental value, but I don't know if it would be worth it financially.
Yeah.
Like it just
You'd have to have a
wouldn't make
plan
no
of
sense what they
exactly what you're going to do with it. You know that's conversation.
Yeah, so
that doesn't even matter.
My mother and father met. I got 2 older sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
And I grew up on the same block. I grew up in the same, like so many people have come from my neighborhood that's in the industry. So the one that everybody knows is Notorious B.I.G.
Of course,
Junior
Christopher
Mafia,
Wallace.
Little Kim.
At St. James Place?
Yes, St. James. I'm from Waverly.
That's where you
and
from?
Fulton. No, I'm from Waverly and Fulton. They're from St. James and Fulton. There's a picture on my Instagram with Biggie on the corner of my block. I'm in the picture also, and a lot of people from my block. And also, Oli's in the picture. Rest in peace. That's who Big was talking about in the song
Baltimore.
Missing You. Oli.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
And y'all had the Raiders gear on. I remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a click, right? That was a click.
That was the gang. That was the gang Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Which still is, you know. But I'm not gang.
We don't got to talk about that.
active.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not active. You know.
But you still affiliated. That's gonna be for life type of thing.
Well, honestly, you know, I am. You know, that's forever. But because I was the one who started it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like mastermind the whole gear and everything like that. But that was a part of my whole.
Are you a Raiders fan?
No, it has nothing to do with football.
You just like the
It's the colors,
logo
the
and
colors and the logo.
It's the
logo.
colors like all black. You
It's
know what I'm
ill.
saying?
Was it
Let me tell you
NWA
a story.
influenced?
We had beef with Decepticons, right? That's a known New York gang too. Shout out to all the Decepticons.
That's what Sean Price is, Decepticon, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we talk about
and most of the boot camp people.
yes, a lot of them are. Yeah, and we talk about that how he was DCEP and we was Raiders. But what happened was one day they came wearing all white. They had an all white and they was looking for us. So I was like, they got on all white. We got to wear all black. So what could we wear? And at that time, the only paraphernalia as far as sports, I wasn't going to wear the San Antonio Spurs or nothing like that.
No,
I was
that's
like,
just
that's
whack. You're right.
whack. So the Raiders,
This is a fact.
yeah, I was like, the Raiders is it. And then the way we could, tag it, we could just put the shield and the R in there. You know what I'm saying? When we do our tagging. So, I just thought all of that out. I probably was like 13 years old at the time. Or something like that,
You had ingenuity at that time, though.
Yeah. So we're from the same neighborhood. Easy Mo B is from the same neighborhood.
Okay.
Easy Mo B.
You're just throwing out these legends left and right.
Producer.
Kids, pay attention.
Legendary producer, that
Tech
flavor
from
in your
Smith and
ear,
Wesson.
man. R.I.P. Craig Mack.
R.I.P. Craig Mack.
Yeah, Tech from Smith and Wesson had moved to the neighborhood. Erica Badu moved to my neighborhood. Common moved to my neighborhood.
Common
Afu
moved.
Ra.
Damn, Alpha
Common.
Ra.
But you
I
did,
thought Alpha Ra from Crown
but did
Heights.
you?
though,
All right, you're naming all these names, but did you know these people at the time? Did you remember running into these people, or they were just happened to be from your neighborhood?
Because I was outside. I was actually.
So you saw a young Erica Badu.
Crib.
How did she look as a young woman?
She always. This is around the time.
Jesus Christ! I can literally only imagine a young.
Yeah,
she is
around the
one
time
of the
she
baddest
did
women
On
on the
and
planet.
Because when she was signed to Kadar used to be on Irving Place. That's in my neighborhood too.
Okay.
That's where Daddy O studio was at. Daddy O from the legendary group Texas Sonic.
Okay.
He was in my neighborhood too. So it was just so many people that was in my neighborhood, but I was born and raised there. Big
So now stepping back, to know so many people came from such a small radius. What do you was something in the water? You think do you think you're like X-Men mutants? Like everybody just was dripped with talent in that area, or it was just what can you say pushed everybody to become so great? Because you're naming legends left and right in a 1 mile radius.
Tone from Track Masters. That's who actually put me on this Tone from Track Masters. You know what's funny, right? This is what I want the youth to understand and know about the music business, entertainment, period. When I first I started out as a DJ. And at one point when you did music, you said you was a rapper or you was a DJ, you was kind of looked at like a fucking clown.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? People would be like, yo, you doing that rap shit? Like, that shit corny. Because everybody wanted to be like the drug dealers, the hustlers.
Yeah, they didn't see the paper. There was no paper in the game at that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't a business yet.
And, you was a rapper, you wasn't cool. You had to go to the studio and do all this shit. People didn't think to do that. And at one point, in order to be in the music industry, you had to have money because you had to spend money. You had to have hardware. Now, they could just download a piece of software and they're a producer.
And I think that lends itself to why the game is so saturated, but we'll get to that later on. We'll get to that much later on.
Yeah, so in the hood, it was I wouldn't say a community of us because a lot of us really didn't hang together or rock on a day-to-day basis, but Biggie used to come to my crib while I was on the turntables. And he would freestyle, you know what I'm saying? And then I did like that early, after he did the Source magazine demo that got him in the eyes of Puffy, I recorded some songs for him too, or for my original production. Little Kim first rhyme ever in my crib. Little C's first rhyme ever in my house. You know what I'm saying? I had a home studio back when I was like 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because I was tour DJ for Roxanne Shante also. So I was just in the thing. I was into music hard, and the thing about music helped me. I think it saved my life because I really was actively involved in everything foul that was going on in the streets. Like,
what was the craziest thing you did in the streets?
No, don't do that. But like,
I want to know that.
What was he into?
It's Pat. That's what I'm saying. You seem like a.
Why you
can't
asking
ask a
what the
question like that,
craziest
man.
thing
No,
you did?
stop.
You can't do that.
Stop. The statute of limitations is way over at this
Yeah, but
point.
I'm just
You
saying,
seem like a
bro.
very well made. That's why I wanted to ask this question. Every time I've seen
what
you,
is he
you're
gonna
very well, you're very low key,
Yeah.
very monotone. You don't seem to get angry and reach a point of screaming or yelling.
Yeah, that's true,
I'm
man.
pretty animated, right? So I don't see that out of you, and I want to know when you talk about stuff that you've done in the back in the day, I was like, this nigga, you seem like the person that you don't want to run into because you don't know if you're talking that you're doing that stuff, you don't seem too animated. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, honestly, the craziest thing I say I did.
I don't know if I said that correctly.
Besides me saying anything that would incriminate myself.
Of course.
But I used to just fucking punch people in the face every day of my life.
Okay.
Every day I would go outside and just punch random people for no apparent reason.
Okay.
And rob them and take their hat or take whatever they had. You know what I'm saying? Every day of my life, multiple times in the day.
So it wasn't about no money enough, and you just wanted to snuff.
It was called catch and wreck.
Oh, catch and wreck.
Let's go catch and wreck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was and wreck is short for recreation, and then also short for wrecking somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it was a thing of, you know, youth, trauma, poverty. You know, we used to rob the Chinese man and literally eat the food.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We would order a bunch of food, and then when he come, we'd send him to a full apartment and then rob him and take the food and eat it. We might say bring the change for 50 or something like that, and he bring the change and we take his money, and you know we go buy some beers and stuff like that.
And didn't you? Okay, so I got two questions. One is, what did you think about Biggie when he first came through? Like when Lil' Kim and Biggie came through, what you think about them lyrically? Like, did you know they had that sauce, or was you unsure about it? Like,
that's the question.
Or
I
you like,
oh,
they's cool, they regular. Like, did you know MCs that were hotter, or did you think they was gonna be out of here?
Biggie had a presence in person that's very intimidating, not because of in a gangster way. It's because his ability as an artist, he was so dope, and he was tall. You know what I'm saying? He was tall. He had a lot of weight on him, so his confidence was very intimidating. That's one thing I give him. He might not have been confident in nothing else, but he definitely was confident in his rapping ability. That was from out the gate. From he's never been shy about rapping.
So did you believe in him? I mean, did you think he was one of them guys, or not really?
Yeah.
I'm saying at first though, or was it like, yo, we out Brooklyn, he just another bull rapping? Like, how did you feel about it?
You're like, this is the GOAT.
Like, or did you know like he was rocking the roll? Like, yo, Biggie, when Biggie come through is special, or did you look at because he was?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
At that time, there wasn't many rappers.
That's what I'm okay.
It wasn't
More
cool
hustlers.
to be a rapper. So when Biggie came through, besides the people that was in my group, because he used to see us, because we was in the group too, and he used to see us, and he'd be like, yo, let's go. And every time they crossed paths, he wanted to rap. So I love that because he kept, my dudes on their toes, because when we go down there, your Fat Chris is going to be out there. He going to want to rap, and he nice.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
So y'all had separate squads. So did you feel like your squad was better than Big? Was you like,
or did you know going in?
My Bulls is nicer, like, or did you feel like?
No, it was him by himself.
Okay.
So he was just out here bodying cats.
Yeah, but him, and it was my partner name was Rob.
Okay.
But he go by the name of Drama now. Rob was super nice.
Okay.
What was Biggie's name at the time? Was it Notorious B.I.G. at the time also?
No, it was his first name was Fat Chris. We used to call him Fat Chris.
Oh, Fat Chris.
See, hold on.
I thought you were talking about one of your peoples. I thought you were talking about one of his peoples.
That's what I thought too. I was like, Fat Chris was nice.
Fat Chris was one of his peoples.
Nah, see, niggas need to know that.
Deep.
See,
That's deep.
You dropping jewels and niggas don't know that.
Jewelry, dropping bracelets on these niggas.
Yeah, bracelets.
Yeah, his name was Fat Chris. Then he was Biggie Smalls.
Yeah,
the
Biggie
Teflon
Smalls.
Don.
Yeah.
And then he became
Teflon Don,
crazy.
man. I always
Teflon
like that one
Don
clip where he rapping. It looked like he in Brooklyn. You know that one where he's young?
Yes, where he's on the corner.
I love that
Were
shit.
you there?
'Cause he just spitting that shit, huh?
No, I'm asking Doggie, was he there?
Oh, no, yeah. I wonder if were you there?
I wasn't there, but
were you were probably mad as hell you missed that,
Was that in Brooklyn?
Yeah, that was I think that was in on Quincy, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was on Quincy.
That should be a national monument.
Yeah,
that was dope when he was spitting like that.
That should be like a star right there.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So Brooklyn had to been special back then, bro. If he was just out there, just talking this shit.
Radius, you know what I'm saying? Talking that he just named.
You know what I mean? So you say you feel like Biggie was hot. What about Lil' Kim?
Busta was did Lil' Kim write her lyrics? We always have an ongoing argument on this show. I say Lil' Kim wrote none of her lyrics. I feel like Biggie wrote everything.
She did.
Please, no, time out. I want somebody that was around. Time
That's
out.
what she said.
Time out. That's what she said.
We're not doing that.
Rappers are liars. All right. Okay. Continue, Doggie. Did she write her lyrics?
When it comes to Lil' Kim, I will always admit this in any interview. I'm very, very biased because
Brooklyn.
Don't say it. You know that Big
He Brooklyn biased.
Don't do that.
He always say Brooklyn biased.
Don't do that, Doggie. You know the truth, Doggie.
I'm Lil' Kim biased.
I don't want to give you the fake news drop.
She's my friend. But I will say this though: I never seen her write, or I didn't see her write. I just know she had her rhymes ready.
Okay, now,
Oh,
Doggie,
man.
I know you.
Come on,
Doggie,
that's
hold
what
on,
we
time out,
doing.
time out,
Doggie.
Doggie.
We can't give
That's a good answer.
Doggie,
She
now
had her
see,
rhymes ready.
That's a
Doggie,
good way to
see.
clean
That's
her
a
up,
good
though. He
answer.
cleaned her.
Yeah, he did.
He on some BK shit for real.
Hold on, time out.
He cleaned her up. That's nice.
She was ready.
See,
That's what
hold
we
on,
say.
that
She already had
Doggie,
the shit
hold on,
ready. Biggie
hold on.
already gave her that bar. Already gave her that verse.
Hold on.
Biggie already. You know what I mean?
Hold on. So,
Damn,
Doggie,
that's
I
heavy.
seen an interview. I believe it was Jermaine Dupri, and may don't speak on some of the things that he said. I don't know if you saw it. You saw the Drink Champs interview. I know Drink Champs is a tough subject sometimes with you, because of the whole. You don't watch it. All right.
Yeah.
So on the Drink Champs, Jermaine Dupri he was on there, and he said something that was shocking to me. It wasn't too shocking to me, but I'm sure if people listen to it, they would feel shocked. He said that he was in a production with Biggie, and he literally, and you can speak on this, you don't have to speak on it. He said that Biggie brought Kim in the fucking hallway and beat her up and was like, if you don't go in there and
Damn.
yo, I'm just saying it proves the fact that look, hold on, that go do this song and I gave you the lyrics, go do this song, and I thought that was shocking. Not really, but because I don't believe that because there's so much. She had his literal ad libs in the songs. Are you talking about her first album? Hardcore. Everything
But she
sounds
could
like
just-
Big that
she
she's
could just be
ever
influenced,
done.
though.
No,
Biggie wrote
bro.
the whole
You gotta
shit.
understand,
She can be
though.
influenced
Let me
by
explain
Big,
something to
man.
y'all.
Damn,
I'm sorry, dog. You don't have to. They're looking at me like
No,
I'm crazy.
no, you
for
got to
saying
answer
that.
like him
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to answer the
He just want to know if
domestic.
he writing her lyrics or
Yes,
not.
that's all. It was to prove
That's
a
his
point
own-
No, I
that
want
like
to say something.
Yeah.
He expressed to me problems that he was having with her at one point.
Okay.
He expressed to me problems that he was having with her, and he didn't know whether he should continue to work with her or not.
Okay.
That's what he was asking me.
Thank you.
what he
That's
should
it. Okay. That's
He was
it.
asking me what he should do. It's so touchy because he's not here no more. So
Exactly.
sometimes
Exactly.
I hate to speak.
Yeah, I don't
on
wanna-
people who's not
yeah,
here,
fair.
but then they make it seem like I'm just making shit up, even though I ain't no damn liar.
Yeah.
But he did speak to me about whether he should work with her anymore, and this is prior to.
And what were
any-
your feelings at the point?
I gave him two scenarios. I said, "Yo, if she don't do this or do that." Don't fuck with her, and if she, try, because people don't know women are very difficult to work
Very.
with because
Facts.
of the maintenance
Very.
of the situation. As far as us, we'll wear the same fucking pants we had on yesterday.
All
The
facts.
same shirt, change
All
our
facts.
drawers, our socks,
Doggie, tell him, Doggie.
and we out. You know what I'm saying?
All
But
facts.
women ain't,
Get
they
to it
can't
back.
do that, and they won't do that.
Facts.
So when we ready, they're not.
Yeah.
We
I
like,
see
yo,
Asia Doll out here. I'm like, yo, your PR, they got to be spending money. You out here getting your hair done every day. I'm like,
Yo.
these young. That's why there's not that many female rappers. I heard because it's a lot of money for the labels to put in to for the return of what they bring in.
Not only that, it's just that a lot of women are always looking at what other women are doing, and they feel like, well, if she got this, then I want that. And sometimes the money isn't there to do that. You have to climb to that point.
This is a fact.
So a lot of times, they want to.
Dudes do the same thing though. I don't want to do that to women. Like dudes do the same thing. Like
Well,
these
these new
emotional
dudes,
ass
yeah.
niggas do the same thing. They've always done.
These
no,
new,
don't do that to new. It's always been the same thing. Niggas is always pocket watching.
Because
not back in the
listen,
day.
that's not
Yes, they
true.
were. Don't do it. Oh, back in the day, egos just happened. Those things just happened to come
you have to have an ego to be a rapper.
Well, because there's Instagram where niggas is literally seeing these niggas being fraudulent online. It's a little different now. If
All right, but
if
now
Nick,
you-
I don't really
Let me
see.
explain something to you.
Let him right.
My
Let me
fault.
explain something to you, right?
My fault.
What happened was you got to understand.
Damn, we went way off topic because
cool.
I'm sorry. I
Let him
wanted
go,
to
let
make
him
this
go, let
about you.
Let him
I'm
finish
sorry.
the answer. He good.
My
He
fault,
good.
my
We
fault.
rolling,
in
we
hip
rolling.
hop, dudes, especially New York hip hop, we didn't really care about being fly. Like some dudes was gonna get fly. But if you knew how to rap, look how Onyx was dressing when they came out. Look
Fatigue,
at Naughty
Slam.
By.
Carhartt.
Facts.
Look at Daz
Throw your
Effect.
guns in the
Look
air.
at so many groups, they didn't care about that. They would just, the
Facts,
flyest
lyrics,
dudes would be
beats.
like Rakim.
But they weren't the guys
Yeah.
though. They weren't the guys. The guys at the time were Run DMC at that point,
See?
and they were.
See,
There was,
doggy. See,
It depends
he
what
love
era
the
you
new
talking
shit,
about.
doggy.
That's
He
the
love the
same
new
time.
shit.
No,
He
don't
love the
do
new
that.
shit.
Nah,
Don't
that's
do
not-
that.
I ain't doing that.
That's not
No.
true.
Onyx is 90s.
When
like
Onyx
90,
was
90s.
okay,
early
so 90s,
90s.
but who was the pop rap kings at that point? Was it MC Hammer at that point? Like Onyx was still the dirty. They were in a.
What we talking about when
It
Doggy
can't be
was coming
dirty
up?
when you go platinum. Once you go platinum, you're not dirty anymore.
You literacy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literacy.
Once you go platinum, you're not dirty.
Fucking
forever.
literacy, bro.
Yeah,
Right.
but your topics that you talk about is dirty. Like they're like DMX. Like DMX was dirty, he still went platinum.
Because he's fucking literacy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like you're a very aggressive music. It's very to the point. Like,
But that's the point I'm making to you. Depending on who the artist is whether they want to
Agreed.
dress
There
a
you
certain
go.
way.
There
Some
you
of
go,
the
dog. You
biggest
talk spicy
artists,
to him.
yeah, some
Big
of the
Daddy Kane.
biggest artists were
that's what I
dirty
was talking
artists.
about.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
Some of the biggest artists wasn't that shit started in the 90s when you started dealing with the whole influx of the Italian mafioso.
Jay and Puffy.
mindset.
And Raekwon and them niggas,
Raekwon.
man.
The
Only
Wu
brothers
Gambinos.
What
Hold
we
on.
talking about?
Yeah,
And
Wu
Raekwon.
Gambinos.
Fucking, they didn't want to
Damn,
usher
all
the
right,
shit
all right.
out.
Can I'm sorry.
Frank White
Because I
shit
think we're
and all
going in
that.
a whole different direction,
Usher that.
and I would love for the
Yo.
podcast to go in this
Yo,
direction.
Doggie, do you
Firm.
still make beats, Doggie Diamonds?
All right.
Yes, I still do.
But how come you not? How come you always just like chill on them, bro? You be saying you going about the rock and roll, and then you be on your relax shit. I just don't know,
You know
why you
what?
ain't just splash on them. Keep it splashy on these niggas.
I could do that.
You been out here. You a veteran. You an OG out here. Like, come on.
know what
You're
it
supposed
is
to
to me?
splash them.
Now, I'm gonna tell
Splashery.
you what it is. I never wanted to seem like the jack of all trades and the master.
No,
of
dude.
Why not? At this point, when you already you've been out here so long. Ain't
That's what
nobody
I
can
want you
tell
to
you
live
nothing.
stream all the time,
Nobody
bro.
can tell you nothing, bro. You should be talking spicy every day.
But I
I'm
don't-
telling
but-
you.
But that's not. But you know what though? That's not.
That's
in
not
my
what?
character. It's not in my character.
No, I understand. I respect it. No, I respect that. But what I'm saying is, why not? It's all for the History Channel. It doesn't matter what people are saying. You're supposed to come out with the beats. You was out there when Biggie was out there. If you got
Facts.
beats, you're supposed to let them out. You're supposed to let them out. What are
Nah,
people
it's-
going to say? You got the history to back it up. Nobody
It's
can
coming.
tell you nothing. Nobody
No,
can
but you
tell
know
you
what, though?
nothing.
But you know
Good,
what?
bad, or
That's coming-
draw, or nothing. You feel me?
But that's coming from y'all because y'all know and y'all do the research and y'all know. It's people who think that I'm a new dude. That I just came out of nowhere, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
but they can still look up your
But
like.
that's
shit
good.
right
That's
now.
good that they think you a new dude because once you show them that you
as long as the beats are
literacy
good.
now, they gonna go back. They gonna go back. So you could be a new dude, then they get hip, and then they like, oh, all right, who this bull, and then they go back to the archive.
Hey, Doggie, how was it working with the rappers back in the day? Because I know you found Uncle Murder, or you worked with Uncle Murder at
Yeah.
one point. You worked with Nicki Minaj,
He was in
and
the group.
like how hard is it to work with them? You know, back then and
From a managerial
standpoint.
I was a producer that was very, very hands-on in the sense of do that verse over or I don't like that word.
I think
was
so
that
many
type of
producers need to do that more.
Yeah, you wasn't going, like honestly, before we did the record, I was like, let me hear the verse.
Okay.
And I'd be like, I don't like that verse. So we not even going to lay that shit down. Like,
Exactly.
You're not going to waste my time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Murder was maybe like 13 or 14 when I was doing his music.
Did you agree with his name change? No, right?
I didn't even look. Let me tell y'all the story.
Because that's an
I didn't
ongoing
know his
argument
name-
here also.
I didn't know who his name change was. Let me tell y'all the real estate. No, look. Let me explain this to y'all. It's the first time I'm telling this story.
That's fine. Tell me,
Now,
please.
I knew Uncle Murder from a guy named Floyd, who was managing him. Floyd and Steve had a record label called Mega Records, right? And I met them, just in passing with I had beats. And Uncle Murder was signed to them. Uncle Murder was in a group called the E&Y Clique, the East New York Clique. It was him and two other artists. My cousin was dating one of Uncle Murder's partners' sister in the group. So that's how we met them, the little brother of my cousin girl rap, and they were in the group. So Uncle Murder was one of them. So we ended up meeting I had a studio in the crib. So his name was Baby Taz at the time. So Baby Taz and the other two, I think one of the name was Shorty Red, and the other kid name was Devious. I'm not really too sure. So they would come to the crib. It was three of them. We would do a lot
Can
of
we
songs.
agree rap names have never got any better? Like, they're always been bad.
Devious
rap
kind of
names.
hot though. I like Devious.
Baby Taz? This is what we're doing here?
No, everybody liked Taz back in the day. Though. You got to think about.
No,
90s,
I'm just
man.
saying that they're bad. Like, they're...
You got to remember, man. We had the Looney
I'm
Tunes
just saying
shirts
there's
with the
always
people
been...
backwards
Jay-Z
and
is
stuff.
not a good rap name. Like, people just get off on, like... I'm just saying... I just want to throw that out there for comedic value. Like, because you say these names, I don't know these people, but I'm just like, yo, these rap
but
names are terrible.
I'm gonna give you the story. I'm gonna give you how everything came about. So they come in, they come into the crib. We went in a studio called Firehouse, legendary studio. That's where Wu-Tang recorded at early on. A studio called Firehouse. We went in there. We did a song called "In the PJs." Female came in and sung the chorus. I did the beat. So within that group, they had a producer named Cooch. That was his name. Yeah. So Cooch ended up being the Tune Heads, who produced a lot of Uncle Murder music. So me and Cooch stayed in contact. I didn't see Uncle Murder. I didn't see the group after I did, the project with them. I didn't see them for years. So I bumped into Cooch at All-Star Weekend in Philly.
Okay, that was like 96
Philly of all places.
That was like 96, right?
Yeah. So I think he just might have did Where the Hood At for DMX, Cooch. So he did that record for DMX. So I see him. He like, yo, what's up? So I was like, yo, what's going on, bro? I ain't seeing him. He said, yo, nah. We just, I'm just sitting here doing, I just did this DMX shit. Now I'm doing this Uncle Murder shit. So I was like, all right, cool. So when he left, I was like, who the fuck is Uncle Murder? He said that shit like I know who that is. I don't know who that is. So, long story short, time goes on. Uncle Murder comes out. Now I see him, and I'm looking at him like, yo, this dude looks familiar. I didn't see him since he was like 13 years old.
Damn.
So I'm like, yo, he looks familiar. So then I say, oh, shit, Uncle Murder is fucking Baby Taz. That's why Coop said...
What was his name again? Baby Taz?
Baby Taz.
Spicy.
I'm done.
Talk spicy on
So look.
History channel shit. History channel. Hip-hop history.
That's why Cooch was saying Uncle Murder like I knew who it was because he expected me to know who it was. So
you expected you to know Baby Taz equal Uncle Murder.
So
Brooklyn shit.
He's always had bad names.
His name, Uncle
Brooklyn.
Murder since then.
Bad fucking name after bad name.
Bad
Uncle Murder is a bad name.
Uncle Murder's a good name.
That's a terrible name.
Uncle Murder's a good name.
Baby Taz is a bad name.
Uncle M shit.
And
The
Lenny
UM,
Bruce is a bad name.
What you doing, Lenny Bruce?
It's Lenny Bruce.
It's Lenny Grant. Don't do that.
But you,
Lenny Grant is a bad name.
But
Uncle Murder's a
you're
great
doing him
name.
bad
See how
because
these niggas jump on me?
but you're doing him bad because he said he was 13 at the time.
No, I'm just saying.
Baby Taz, like, come on, you 13.
Come on, man.
It's
Talking
still a bad
spicy
name.
on the niggas at 13.
And at that time, the Looney Tunes shirts were popping.
What the fuck is you talking
Damn,
about?
y'all really are mad at me.
Those-
for
Yeah,
saying
because you
Baby Taz.
hating on him.
I'm hating.
How you gonna hate on a 13-year-old?
Whatever.
That's ridiculous,
Baby
bro.
Taz is a bad fucking name.
At 13,
leave me alone.
what's a good 13-year-old name? Like, what we doing?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Nas.
Nigga 13. Nas at 13?
That's what his name
Nas
is.
Blicky? I fuck with Nas Blicky, man.
Nah,
I
but,
fuck with him.
Nah, his name was Nasty Nas.
Nasty Nas.
Nas. Yeah.
At 13, he came up with a great fucking name. All
Live
right.
at the barbecue.
His
At the
name's
barbecue.
Nasir, bro. His name's Nasir.
All right.
bro.
Well, he made Nas out of that shit. All right.
Okay, so
That wasn't hard, though.
All right, it doesn't matter. This has all semantics.
Semantics. That's a good word.
This
That's
is
a good
all
word.
fucking
Let's go.
semantics.
Good segue.
So
Good
can we
segue.
say? All right,
Good
we've
segue.
went way off your timeline, Doggie Diamonds.
Yeah.
I wanted to know.
Damn,
My
all
bad.
right.
Can I get the question?
Yo, I love Extra
wanna get the
Diamonds.
question,
That's
my
why he's
bad.
here. Yo.
I wanted to know why you started doing the interviews. What made you start doing the come up? How did you connect with Fendi? How did that work out? Like, how did it go from you being a DJ
and
the
Jordan
production
Tower was
for you
tied in
for
also?
you to go into the come up? How did that go?
Yes. Well, okay. Yes.
All right.
What was your inspiration for turning to DVDs as the medium that you guys decided to go with? That's what I wanted to.
Yeah.
That was one of my questions.
Combined with my question.
No, you're
Combined
right.
with my question.
We're right.
Yeah, the funny
Fist bump.
thing is that being in a group, I always idolized Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box. Still do to this
Ralph
day.
McDaniels.
Video music.
I always remember him from the
my.
RZA, like stamp on your ass like Ralph McDaniel. Some shit he said on Duck Season. I always remember
so
that.
he's the
fire.
founder of urban media. Media period.
Okay.
And to a certain degree,
So
Ralph
he's your
McDaniels.
influence. He's one of your influences.
That's your OG.
That's your OG. You would
That's
say
my OG, yes. And I say that all the time. If it wasn't for
love
Ralph
it.
McDaniels,
Ralph
Marley Marl-
McDaniels. Everybody look up that Ralph McDaniels man. Video music
Ralph
box.
McDaniels. If it wasn't for Ralph McDaniels, Marley Marl, and Pete Rock, those are
Marley
the people.
Marl.
that I
Legends.
Let's get it. Let's get the rundown again. It's Ralph McDaniels, Pete
Marley Marl.
Rock, and Marley
No,
Marl.
you gotta say Ralph McDaniels, Marley Marl, then Pete Rock.
Ralph McDaniels, Marley Marl, and then Pete Rock. Pay attention.
Yes.
Do your fucking Googles.
Do
out
your
here.
Googles.
Yeah. Plug podcast show Doggiediamonds shit.
Don't be a little Xan out
Yeah,
here.
so Ralph McDaniels was the first person that made me go in the house every day to watch something because he had Video Music Box. Like, this is before DVR. You might have to set your VCR to tape. So this is the only time we could see hip hop and rap videos.
So when was this? So this is on live. This is over the what kind of airway? Was it cable at that point?
This is Channel 31 in New York City.
So was that cable or is that Rabbit
This
Ears?
is regular TV. No, this is regular.
So y'all was on regular. Your influence was from a guy on regular
Rabbit
TV.
Ears.
Yes,
He said,
yes.
this is rabbit ears. I know. I'm with you. I still got rabbit ears in one of my
where you
rooms.
holding
I have rabbit ears in
antenna-
here.
Facts.
Where you holding the antenna and you putting aluminum foil on
Yes.
the end of the damn antenna.
Yo, let me just tell you. I'm sorry. A funny story about this. I lived in Connecticut. I lived right outside of New Haven. Hamden is right outside town, right outside of Hamden. The only way I can get Hot 97 was to have my antenna of my stereo hanging
Rabbit
outside
ears.
of the
Talk
fucking
spicy.
window
Rabbit
with
ears.
foil on them
Okay.
to hear. I would be home. I'd run home every day with a tape, put that shit on and down, and I heard the whole Funk Flex, Ja Rule, DMX back and forth. All that shit was recorded right on the fucking
Word.
tape.
All facts.
I'm just saying.
Yo.
That's a funny story
So-
about rabbit ears.
Get back to it.
All right.
Get back to him. Sorry.
So Ralph McDaniels had me going in the crib every day to watch Video Music Box because we would see the rappers. This is where you saw Nas, EPK, for It Ain't Hard to for the Illmatic album. So many things, right? So me being an artist, I would say, damn, I see him asking people questions. What if they ask me these questions? So I would go in the mirror and ask myself questions and answer them.
Don't you think
So
more
we're-
artists need to do that?
I think more artists need to quit.
Holy shit.
I agree with that one. I agree with that one.
Artists with opportunities.
Dang.
Yeah, they're opportunists. I agree with you on that one.
Wow.
So
Dang.
I can't fault them though
but hold
because
on.
if someone gonna give them the money,
But hasn't that always been the case or no?
no, because like I stated earlier,
People
if
didn't
you
wanna
was
be
a
rappers back
rapper,
then.
a DJ or something, you was considered to be a
True.
clown.
You said that.
You know
But what around the 2000s?
Yeah, he don't want to hear that.
I'm
He
not
ain't
talking
tryna
about the
hear that.
90s. I'm
he
talking
He thinks about the new niggas. He thinks
2000s.
about Triple X and them niggas. That's
Nah,
what
nah, nah.
he on that wave.
Don't do that.
Doggy.
Don't
He
do
on
that.
that wave,
No,
Doggy.
no,
He
I
on the
mean-
Triple X Lil Xan wave.
No, I'm
I
not.
think
So
that
it's
shit,
like some
I
DJ
agree.
academic.
No, don't do that. I don't want to go there yet. Can we please don't address
I
what
don't
he
wanna
said.
do
We're
it yet.
gonna
I'm
we're gonna
sorry.
get there.
I'm
We're gonna
sorry.
get there in a little bit. Please don't address what he said.
sorry.
I want to stay on the topic of what
Let's
we're
get to
talking
it. Let's
about
get
right
to
I
now.
think this shit started with Diddy.
The shiny suit commercialism.
commercialization
Not
of
the
hip hop.
shiny suit shit,
Hip-hop.
The fact that he rapped, period. He's not a rapper.
Exactly.
The producer.
Yo, thank you, Doggie
So the
Diamonds, for
fact that
saying
he
that.
rapped, I think people was like,
But Eazy-E did the same thing.
I could do it.
Wait, time out. Eazy-E did the same thing.
What do you mean? As far
No,
as
but
getting the
Easy-
lyrics
Ice Cube
written
wrote
for him?
all his lyrics.
all right,
Okay.
but we didn't know
Okay.
that. But listen, we didn't
know that.
about
Yeah.
Eazy-E.
It's
Eazy-E
a fact.
came out as a rapper.
This is a
from the
fact.
beginning.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
Puffy
You see
came out as a
Puffy
producer.
dancing and treat him like they want to be
It's a fact.
treated video for Father MC. So we didn't know that he was gonna rap. And he
Puffy
came
said
out
the
with
line,
rap.
I don't write lines, I write checks. And that
Talking
fucked the
spicy
game
on
up
you niggas.
right there.
Talking spicy.
Yeah, he
talking
said,
spicy,
don't worry
getting
if I
paper.
write rhymes, I write
He getting
checks.
paper.
He
Do you
didn't
think
like
that fucked the game up?
You always gotta respect the bag though. At the same time, you gotta respect the bag.
Nah, I don't listen.
Look,
the
hold
only
on.
reason why I don't respect the bag, because at the end of the day, when the bag has something to do with giving up my morals, values, and
Oh
principles,
no. That's what I'm saying. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. But like I'm saying,
wait.
For hold on. Let me get
No,
it.
no.
Let me
Go
get
get
it
it in.
real
Get
quick.
it all in.
It's
Go
gonna be
get
quick
it.
in and out.
Pause.
I'm saying with a nigga like, okay, for example, you from BK, a nigga like Tekashi. Tekashi be making these niggas mad, but he getting the bag. I'm not gonna hate on the young nigga for getting the bag. As long as you're not doing fuckboy shit, like a nigga could consider him doing the blood shit as fuckboy shit, which I consider too. But if niggas that is commendable is backing him, then what am I gonna say about it?
But
what can you
he
say
got
about
real,
it?
He got real homies around.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. No, we know he got real homies
So
around him.
now that
And
you got. So hold on. Let me,
You're right. Go
so
continue.
he can
Continue.
answer,
My
so
fault,
he
my
can
fault. I
answer,
don't
and
wanna-
I'm done.
No,
I'm
go.
done. So now that he got real homies about it, like you said, what does that mean? Is he doing fuckboy shit now, or is he official? See what I'm saying? If he got
I think-
official niggas behind him, is he
I wanna
official or
address
no?
this with him. I want to address this with him.
Okay.
The funny thing about him is this is what I like about him is the fact that he make motherfuckers so mad.
So mad. It's
When you
wrestling,
make
bro.
people mad, first of all, anybody that's angry is very, very irrational and able to make a dumbass mistake. And the more you get mad at him, it's like he's trolling and it's working.
It's like trash
He's
talking on the
50,
court.
bro. He's
It's
doing the same thing
He's
50
trash
did.
talking on the court.
The walls are definitely
but it's
closing in on him
different
now,
way.
though. The
We can't
walls are
compare him
closing
to
in.
50.
The walls are closing
We
in.
can't compare him to 50 because 50 got money, and I think 50 needed to
Facts.
chill.
This is
He
fact.
got
But
money,
no, but 50 came out with how to rob. He literally talked about robbing everybody in the game on some like I remember
Okay,
being a
jokey
kid.
shit, jokey
like that
shit.
shit was crazy. He was the first troll. That shit was a fucking troll, and he got
we can't
Jay
say
to
the first
answer.
troll. No. The first troll is Roxanne Shante.
Roxanne
doing the
Shante.
song
Isn't
Thank
she
you.
about to come out with a? There's a Netflix documentary about to come out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that
Wait,
shit.
didn't you work with Roxanne?
Yeah, he did. He said that earlier.
Roxanne and Large Professor?
She just was on the Q show with QD.
Yep, she's in Philly. You got so many Philly ties too. I want to get into that. Like, we could talk for hours, bro. You have
shout out to my family, man. The Goodman family. Karan Goodman.
Karan Goodman.
You know, the
He
youngsters.
worked with Nas, right?
Yeah, that's the youngsters.
Is that
That's
Track
my
Master?
family.
Oh, the youngsters. Okay.
The youngsters.
Yeah, the
Karan
youngsters. That's the one that be with Redman now. Do they be like? Or,
Nah.
He don't mess with Redman. He's not the boy from the illegal. Nah, that's a different. Somebody different.
No, that's
Because I thought he was from
Jamal.
Philly too. He from Philly too? Jamal?
Yeah, I think. Where's Jamal from? Jamal might.
I
be
think he from Philly.
or
Yeah, because I see some
Atlanta.
shit where he was saying he was from Philly, but
Yeah,
my bad.
I
My
know,
bad. I didn't
no.
mean to cut you.
We're talking about the legendary youngsters like Pastor
Yeah.
Mike, one of the groups that came out before any of these new Philly dudes. The youngsters is definitely, and their father is the one who put on Roxanne Shante, Biz Markie, to Fresh Prince, Steady B,
God, yeah, Fresh
Jazzy
Prince.
Jeff.
We have to
Dope.
talk about.
Dope.
Yeah. So Lawrence Goodman is responsible for a lot in hip hop.
Nah, no
EST. Cool C,
doubt. Cool C,
shout out
Cool C, and
Yo, this is all knowledge you spitting.
They down for now. They down like they
Get your
Yeah.
Googles
Yeah.
on all those fucking
so let-
names.
So
Steady B and Cool
this
C
what
or
I'ma
something
do,
like
right?
that.
This is what I'm gonna do. Let's go back.
Let's go back in
Talk spicy.
Because I know how this go. Like we all
We're already
podcast
50 minutes
talkers.
into this shit.
We
This
good.
shit is
Yeah,
like
so we gonna bring them back.
way
They-
lit.
They might be listening like, but you never answered the question. So
Yeah, exactly.
So what happened?
We've done that so many times
For
already.
me doing interviews and interviewing myself, I got a video camera, but my video camera that I had actually had the VHS tape in it. That's how the video.
Okay, so wait, let's just refresh. I'm sorry, because I might have to edit this the way I need to edit it. So
No,
the
keep
question
it-
you're
keep it
answering
in.
is what?
Listen, keep it the way it
Keep it
is.
organic.
I asked him how he originally started doing the interview.
Yeah, okay. I just want
How
people to
he get into
understand.
that?
I mean,
And he getting back to
because
that.
we went way
But
off
it's all
topic.
legendary shit.
I feel
historical
you. I
shit,
feel you.
man.
But
So
I'm
it's
just
good.
saying,
We
you
gonna
want it
make
to
work.
stay the way it is, Doggie Diamonds. I'll respect you.
Yeah, don't edit it.
I won't edit it. I'll keep
organic.
it the way it is. My fault. I apologize.
Yep.
Continue.
So, what I'm saying is that what happens from me interviewing myself and being an artist, at this time I'm a DJ. I started getting into production, and from there I always had a VCR. It was a VHS camcorder. So
Okay.
I would record, motherfuckers in the hood getting beat up. I would record us with.
So you was the first world star.
First word.
Yeah,
And them shits is big. They're not even
First
small.
Q, R.I.P. First Q
Yeah,
out here.
And the batteries don't last long.
Yeah, I remember we used to do our little thing.
But this actual
These are all
camcorder,
questions
you
I
be able to
have.
take the tape right out of the camera and put it right in the VCR and watch what you recorded. So I would recreate. I would record all types of madness. Them tapes is around somewhere.
So this started when you were how old? I want everybody to know.
At this time, maybe I'm about 17.
17. You have a
young bull.
VHS recorder. It's
Yes.
you just going around the
Are you working
your
with
neighborhood.
Are you working with MREC at the time?
Would you say the last thing over?
Are you working with MREC at the time, or did y'all meet on a different plateau?
No. Yeah, I didn't meet.
This is
him
just
at
you
the time.
as a
So,
young bull doing your thing.
Yes, just out in the street
Wow.
recording.
At
Okay.
what age?
Recording
What year is
17.
this? So this
17.
is like. I want
This
people to
is,
know that year.
This is 1993.
How did you get the
93
VHS
shit.
recorder?
I bought it.
Oh, that was a big
How did you
recorder.
get the tapes?
How big was his
I was selling
recorder?
weed.
You were no. I want people to know all that. What do you
Shit.
mean?
No,
That's
no.
just not just cheap. This one he was out here
Yeah,
like
90s.
grinding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't
like
cheap in
white
the
people
90s.
didn't have VHS
93, 93,
recorders
is
at that point.
Is that
Like,
protect your neck shit? Is that protection neck era?
well, okay.
Yes,
Illmatic
yes,
era.
Yeah, like a little before that, because I didn't even know who they was. But like I said, I would record us with guns. I would record birthday parties. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Because
Okay.
you look back at that shit later, like, yo, look at that, yo, he had to, yo, look at. I remember us being on the train.
So, bro, you
with
totally
20
understand
guns.
this generation with recording everything.
No, because
You do
Incriminating.
though.
See?
You kind of
Incriminating,
do
man.
though because
Conflict.
you
You
were
go
the
to
one
debate.
doing it.
No, because he controls the tape at
I
this
understand
point.
that, but he
Yeah,
understands the
it was the
appeal.
online.
Yeah, thank you.
You understand the appeal of doing it. You
Yeah.
understand the curation
But it's dangerous.
of current time, and you understand that aspect.
I
You
understand,
might not understand putting it out for everybody, but you understand
I don't
the
understand
artistic
sharing.
value of recording moments in time, capsulating that, and enjoying it at a separate time and showing it for other people. You understand that.
I don't
that
think, but see, their content is all the same. You got dudes sitting on live smoking weed,
Bro,
you know.
you were very much a behind that Max B interview. When I watched that,
Yeah, spicy.
even right now,
Spicy.
That is that was the blueprint of what all these niggas do on Instagram all fucking day.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's
started the
heavy.
wave.
That started
That's
the wave.
spicy.
That you
Spicy
started
talk.
the wave. I want
Talk
hold on.
spicy. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a couple sound effects because
Yeah.
when I watched
Talk
it, I
spicy
was
to
like,
those niggas.
hold the fuck
Talk
up.
spicy. Max
This
Bigavell.
right here, this interview with you talking to him over this VHS camera at the time
Max Bigavell.
is what led to
Bigavelli.
Instagram and all these rappers doing all the spicy talk they do on Instagram all
That's a good
fucking
point. That's
day.
a good point. That's valid.
Yo, that shit wasn't even HD.
No, it wasn't. It was not. I tried to
HD
find
was
HD.
out.
I couldn't find it. It wasn't
That
out
shit
there.
wasn't HD.
Yeah, actually, it didn't exist yet.
The camera that I have, I think I had a Canon XL1. That's what that camera was.
And how did you set that up? How did you set that up? Were you already
That was that interview happened because we had did a previous interview with Max B where he was alluding to they blackballing me and I was like who, and he wouldn't say. So Jordan was on the camera. Jordan Tower was on the
Yes.
camera at the time. So for the second Max B interview, Jordan didn't want to do it because I think Jim Jones was like, letting him know, like,
pressing him?
yeah, like,
Why?
yo, so
Because he was beefing with Max B. Max B was talking crazy about Jim Jones, so he didn't want.
no, he wasn't talking
didn't-
crazy about him yet, though. See,
Okay.
that shit first came out in that interview.
Yeah, why didn't Jordan want to fuck with him though?
Because he
Because
didn't want to
he-
have a conflict with
Yeah,
Jim.
with
If you
Jim.
want to go
Exactly.
record
okay.
Jim, you feel
Yeah,
me?
you don't want to. He didn't want to ruin
And
that
Jim was bigger
relationship.
at the time. It's
Fendi-
coming
Of
off like, okay,
Jim
my fault.
been
I
lit.
apologize.
Jim
I
was trying to
apologize.
get Max lit.
Yeah, but Max
Yeah,
was
Fendi
Max
me.
been
writing for
literacy.
him.
He been literacy.
Max was writing for him though. So
So Fendi called me and say,
Yeah.
yo, could you interview Max B? Jordan don't want to do it. I was like, all right, we already did it. So I was like, wait, yeah, he in Harlem.
Harlem.
God, the way shit happens,
to
bro.
Harlem.
The way
Literacy.
shit happens, doggy. The way shit fucking happens. That wasn't even supposed to be you that day.
Man, you can't let Cinderella out
It
talk.
was supposed to be me that
Oh,
day.
it was
with
supposed to be
Jordan,
you.
though.
With
But
Jordan.
didn't
Okay.
wanna do
But
it.
Jordan tried to
So
get
I had
low.
to get a cameraman.
Okay.
So it wasn't going to be in HD. That's the only difference. And the camera that we recorded it with was Jordan's old camera.
Okay.
But he was rocking with you. He was answering all your questions. He ain't never stopped. He ain't never
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
nah,
cool
nah,
on that.
He's
He was
charismatic,
talking
bro.
spicy.
He's so charismatic.
Yeah, he was super charismatic, and I think he still will be when he, come home.
He would be so big right now.
He gonna come
In
home
this
and be big.
Era.
French Montana
Max
gonna
B
get
would
him
be
lit.
so big.
This French
Am I correct
already
or
outta
wrong
here.
in saying that?
French gone.
Doggy.
Yeah. So with Max, the funny thing about that was that I didn't have his phone number.
Okay.
I'm talking to him through Fendi. So Fendi is like, yo, go to his block. So I go to his block. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is he at? So I'm texting Fendi like, yo, this dude is not out here. I think I had a fucking
Wrong
a
address.
Trio phone at the time. I had a Trio.
Palm.
So I'm texting Fendi like, yo,
Trio Palm. A
Where the
phone.
fuck
A
is-
phone for these young bulls.
Yeah,
A phone.
First smartphone. It's
I'm
like,
like,
I didn't
you
know what the
texted him on
fuck
the
you was
phone?
talking about for a second.
So you
I'm
had a
texting
cameraman,
Fendi.
right?
He was texting. No, I
Fendi was
want
like, yo,
because
he-
young
he's
people are going to
not-
listen to this and not know what a trio is. So we have to let them know it's a cell phone. You
Yeah,
text
Palm
them.
Trio.
Well, I want people to know this. I'm gonna give this disclaimer. Anytime I speak, you should always get yourself a definitionary and look up the words. Sometimes I say, because sometimes I use big words, and I'm not stupid, so I'm always going to be articulate and
Talk
intelligent.
spicy on these
Intelligence is
niggas, man.
gangster.
Talk
So a lot
spicy.
of times when I do speak and I say certain shit, I don't use big words because it sounds cool. I use big words because that's a part of my
It's
vocabulary.
necessary.
Because you
It's
smart.
necessary.
Because you smart. Talk
Exactly.
spicy.
Intelligence
It's
is
efficient.
gangster.
Smart.
You also get
Tell 'em you
intelligence.
smart.
I feel you.
hats
I do the same
on
thing.
shop.doggiediamonds.
Yeah, tell him it's cool to be smart.
Exactly. So
Definitely.
look, so I'm texting Fendi like, yo, where this dude at? So Fendi like, yo, he's around, he's out there. So I turn around and I see this dude walking with his hair blowing in the wind and shit like that, walking down the block, looking like Yeah, looking like the Mac, walking down the block and shit, looking like I'm super fly. So I'm like, yo, I know this ain't this dude walking down the block with his hair out like that. So lo and behold, it was
Hair
him.
flowing like Fabio.
Yeah, and Dane Grease was there too.
Dang,
Dave was talking
Grease.
that shit too.
I don't know why he don't come back for an interview with you in the new office. Y'all overdue.
Yeah, we could Grease. That's on deck though. Grease, that's really
love.
on me. I could
That's
call
love.
Grease. So now, so we fast forwarded with the Max B thing, so we could get to that real quick. So how I got on the Come Up DVD was MREC had did a project called Outside of Hot 97. He had to change the name to Outside of 395 Hudson. He did his own DVD documenting how to get your records played on the radio. So he sat outside of Hot 97 for like 3 to 6 months, every day going out there, interviewing every artist that came, every DJ and everything.
Spicy.
That
Wow.
came. So
Spicy.
he had all of this footage.
Wow.
Me and Rec had not spoke maybe for like 4 years. He had all this footage. He needed it edited. I edited. I knew an editor. So I hooked it up with the editor. I actually got some of my artists that I was dealing with at the time on the DVD. The DVD went on to be a classic. In the time of him doing the DVD, Jordan did a DVD. Jordan Tower did a DVD called Burn DVD. He didn't know, he didn't have distribution. Rec has a company called Gutter Music that did distribution for DVDs and CDs, mainly CDs. So he distributed Jordan's Burn DVD, but Jordan also does the Come Up DVD. So Jordan said to Rec, why don't you do the interviews like you was doing on your DVD for the Come Up DVD? Rec said, nah, I don't want to do the interviews. Let my man, which is me, Doggiediamonds, do the interviews. He'll probably be better at it. And he's like a fucking walking almanac for hip hop. Like he's a hip hop historian for all the shit he know.
Okay.
So I think the first interview we did was J Hood when he was leaving D Block.
When he's leaving D Block. I remember y'all was like, it looked like y'all was in his living room or something.
We was in his crib. Yeah, we was in his living room.
Yeah, that's how it looked. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Rest in peace to his mother. His mother had, I don't want to mistake, but I think his mother had liver cancer.
Word. Rest in peace to his moms. Rest in peace to his moms. Real shit.
And it's a lost interview of his mother. I interviewed his
I remember
mother.
that shit. I remember that joint.
I wanted to
man.
ask.
Yeah, man. OG veteran, Doggiediamonds, man. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, so that happened, and that was the first footage that said Forbez DVD.
Word.
So that's when we was at, but we was still doing the Come Up DVD. But then Jordan was like, I want to do my own DVD. So we was trying to explain to Jordan, the internet, because me and Rec has always been internet savvy.
Word.
Since MP3.com and shit.
Prodigy.
So
Talk spicy.
AOL
internet
dial-up.
is going to be the new wave.
Talk spicy. Been
I
known
remember
that.
Jordan, you can't get mad because you remember you said this. He was like, man, the internet is nothing. You can't make money off the internet. Me and Rec was like, what? You crazy? Yo, you could get money off the internet. This is 2006.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2006.
Talk spicy on him.
So this is
it's
like
2018. It's 13 years ago.
It's like blog
Talk
time.
spicy.
Worldstar Hip Hop was a mixtape site that looked like
Rap Radar was coming around.
Rap Radar just came with a tribute. They late.
Oh, nowhere in existence.
They late. Elliot Wilson is late.
Time out.
Late.
It was hip hop.
Hip-Hop Game.
Not Hip Hop Game. Hip Hop Game was a thing.
Hey, dog, I got a quick question. Why aren't you fucking with none of them bulls no more? Like, why don't you fuck with Jordan? I know you fuck with him, but why aren't y'all working together no more? Why did you feel like you had to go? Like, why are you doing your own thing? I'm just curious, you know what I mean? I just wanted to wonder, like, did y'all have different directions as far as where y'all wanted to go, or?
Well, I'm gonna give the make a long story short. When Worldstar started coming to prominence, Worldstar came into prominence from ripping the Come Up DVD.
That's what. See, this is what I want to get into.
Facts.
Like, it was the Wild Wild West, literally.
So facts. Let them keep rocking. Facts.
So I hit up Jordan and told him, yo, because at that time, that's bootlegging.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, talk spicy. Yeah, we need to check.
It was the Wild Wild
Y'all
West.
needed to check. Y'all needed to check for
I
that.
Googled my name. Because people used to be like, Google me. So I was like, what is this Google me shit? So I Googled Doggiediamonds. So I see my name come up all over this site called Worldstar Hip Hop. It had my Styles P interview. It had a few different interviews. So I hit Jordan up like, yo, Jordan, tell Fendi it's a website called worldstarhiphop.com that's bootlegging.
Talk spicy.
So they need to get that shit. We need to get that shit removed because that's going to fuck up the DVD sales. Because that's what it was all about.
Exactly.
But
spicy.
at that time, we had me and Rec had YouTube. We had our own YouTube pages, but YouTube was everybody didn't have it built in their phone like how it is now.
Yeah.
YouTube was
World Star
still
was curating
big.
hip hop for the world.
But they got it from On Smash. On Smash.
Talk about the videos on Smash.com. I used to, yeah,
On
yeah.
Smash, exactly.
Talk spicy.
And then there was a site before that called Nobody's Smiling.
I never seen. Damn, you put me on, dog. I thought I was gonna walk with you, but you threw me for a curve. I never heard of Nobody Smiling. Talk spicy on these niggas that don't know. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was many sites that was doing that because a lot of people was just doing text interviews. They wasn't doing video interviews.
Okay.
I was like the first person to do video interviews. 88hiphop.com.
So was it the first? So was it first with the come up? Was it first with the come up DVDs as you started, or did you start before that and then Fendi came and hollered at you? Like how did you already know Fendi?
Me being on the come up DVD is all Jordan Tower and Rec. That has nothing to do with Fendi. I met Fendi after I already did it.
So M-Rec threw you to Stockton Malone. Like he threw you to Alley.
Facts.
That's facts.
That's right.
So M-Rec threw you. So how you know M-Rec? You knew him through the hood? Through Brooklyn shit?
Because I was M-Rec was actually my artist.
Yeah, talk spicy. Talk spicy on him.
I was doing music for him, and how I met M-Rec, I met him through a rapper from East New York, and I didn't like the way they.
What was the name? Well, who was the name of the rapper? Talk spicy. So let him know. So the Brooklyn people know. You don't want to give him no love?
Nah, I don't want to give him.
Why he's a fraud? He's a fraud.
It's not even that. It just did shit that I don't like.
Okay.
Oh, you don't like shit?
I respect that. No, I respect that integrity. You have integrity.
Keep it rolling.
So I seen Rec ambition. I seen his hunger. I seen him. You know, he just had the eye of the tiger. Like this motherfucker was hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was doing his music, and I was like, yo, they don't want to give you no beats. So I said, yo, come to the crib.
Okay.
And he came to the crib, and I just gave him music right on the spot. I was making the beat at the time. He walked in. I said, you like that shit? He said, yeah. I said, you can have it.
Yo, so Doggie,
You know
I know I'm derailing this interview. My bad. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna add to this question. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let my people go
telling
back.
you, man. Yo,
my man MC,
he had questions
he the leader of the shit.
ready for you.
But I just want to know, like, so when you was making beats, like, do you feel like your beats is heavy, bro, or you feel like you gonna chill? Like, I just want to know, like, are your beats crazy? Where like you could be making beats and getting to the chicken, or no?
I'm the fucking best.
No, I'm just saying, like, because you ain't shopping it, you doing you. But so then why ain't you shopping your shit? Like, why ain't you doing the full-fledged producer role? Like, why not that?
Because Doggiediamonds don't have to shop shit. I don't have to shop nothing.
Talk spicy. Talk spicy.
What I do, it's a time and a place for everything. And one thing that I want people to know about me, they used to call me Dr. Mindbender. We all took on names from G.I. Joe. We had dog tags, and I was Dr. Mindbender. I'm the person that's really in the crib.
Hold on.
Talk spicy.
Dr. Mindbender was your
name?
name?
Talk spicy. Chill. Let him talk spicy. Why are you doing that? Let him talk spicy, dog. Let him talk his spice.
I'm sorry. That's not a good
Come on, man.
Thinking of a master plan at all times. Everything I do is so thought out. And it's a time and a place for everything. So, like, this is a marathon.
It's not a sprint. It's not a fucking sprint on you niggas, man. It's a fucking marathon. Talk spicy.
You see how people be throwing all they shots and they do everything? Nah, I be sitting back and I be like, yo, he's about to crash and burn. And when he crash and burn, then I'm just gonna step up. You know,
I ain't gonna lie, Doggie. If I was you, because I knew Biggie and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and milk it and get to the bag. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I knew Biggie, nigga. I make beats, nigga. I'm about to splash you niggas crazy, nigga. I'm gonna get all these bags. Yeah. I used to live down the block from Big.
Let me give you a jewel.
Let's talk spicy.
Get into the bag, right? People don't know if I got $1. $100.
This is true. You keep it cool. You keep it cool.
And that's the way you live your
life. I ain't gonna lie. You keep it cool. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna keep you do keep it low key. But I just be wondering, like, bro, like, because you got so much rich history, I just feel like you would want to make more of a splash, like just be talking spicy every day. Like I feel like you talk spicy, but you more reserved on it. You feel me? Like you want to reserve. I'm like, yo, what type of time is Doggie on? Like I be just trying to figure it out. Like I'm like, yo, is Doggie like?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because everybody falls off.
Yeah,
that's true.
You gotta just drive
you was a certain way.
Facts.
When you was up. Niggas can't wait for you to fall off.
That's
and
true.
they will band against you. And
I agree 100%.
All gang up on you to help you fall off. So you always have to just be cool and act like you've been here before. Act like you know this is destiny. I ain't surprised.
It's normal. It's everyday business.
What's happening. You know what I'm saying? I be looking like, yo, dang, he's successful. He all surprised. He must have never thought he was gonna make it. I know what I'm gonna do. I already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I sit here and I plan shit. So my thing is, it's a time and a place for everything. And I just sit back and I watch everything. And I say, now it's time to strike.
Exactly.
Now it's time to do this. Now it's time to do that. You know what I'm saying? I got right here in front of me, I got an MPC Renaissance. I got a machine, Native Instruments machine in the closet. I got an SB1200 in the closet. I got everything to do that. That's the easy part. And everybody who know me know that doing music is so easy to me. Like, that shit is really, really like riding a bike for me. You know what I'm saying? But I know when it's time for me to do that. And I got this digital soapbox thing.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to that in a second.
I want that to be big because my legacy is going to be that I helped other people first.
Facts.
I'm good.
So,
I'm good.
So, Doggie, we've been talking for an hour 8 minutes already so far.
Dope.
I'm not going to edit any of this. So there's a couple questions I want to ask you, and then I want to kind of we're going to wrap this interview up and get to our next one. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Let's just rapid fire. Your favorite interview of your era during the Come Up DVD era?
Believe it or not, besides the Max B interview, it was an interview that I did with Sheik Lutz that never saw the light of day.
See, that was my next question. So I think that might be a double. This might be a double.
That's why you never write questions down. That's why I don't. If you ever see me do an interview, I've never wrote a question down.
Well, I have a whole bunch of questions written down, but you know.
Only reason why I don't write questions down
because you can build a question up
for all the interviewers.
Exactly, you never know
because somebody could answer all your questions in one answer,
and that's what he just did.
You got a freestyle,
and that's what you just did right there. You answered both my questions. So it was a Sheik Luch interview, and why was that your most? Why was that a lost interview?
Because Jordan Tower kidnapped the footage, and this is at the time where the D Block and G-Unit shit was hot, and Sheik really just gave it up. Like, he was like, he said a lot of shit in that interview, and I was like, damn, if that come out, it's on. But it's in the archives somewhere.
So Jordan won't let you release it.
I wouldn't release it now anyway because those issues has been since resolved with D Block and G. It wouldn't even make no sense to release it.
No reason to bring it back out.
Just for history. What do you mean?
Just leave it alone, man. They got a good chemistry together. Let them.
I wouldn't do that.
Damn.
I respect that.
All right, that was a question. I want to highlight the fact that I believe that you were what you were doing visually. I'm talking. Let's go to Nicki Minaj. Like, we didn't even get into that. That's why I feel like we might have to have a whole nother separate one.
Before you go to the Nicki Minaj, I got one question.
Right.
And
fair.
And it's piggybacking off of like the whole footage thing.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
When you were coming, were there times where, and this is actually one of MC's questions too, were there times where you lost footage or you had
that's what he just said, the Sheik Luch, but was there another bigger interview?
When I say lost, like technical.
Yeah, technically, because I've recorded a whole entire podcast of us and it just didn't record, and that's happened many times. Or we have a camera, I didn't turn it on properly. What has happened that was historic or something that was your biggest interviews that you just lost due to technical difficulties?
Two of them.
Talk spicy.
Two of them, I have an interview with Killer Priest where he gave us some information.
Heavy Mental.
He retweeted us one.
Classic
that
albums.
interview that nobody has known.
Heavy Mental, Fourth Disciple. Shout out to Fourth Disciple.
That I won't even repeat because
it wasn't Raekwon ghostwriting, right?
Oh, don't do that. Oh, why you doing that, dog? He doesn't even. He probably never even heard that.
I'm just saying.
Why are you doing that?
What he said. Because I wanted to try to redo the interview. Because I know the question I need to ask him to get this specific.
Yo, shout out Killer Priest. Shout out Fourth Disciple. My favorite album for Killer Priest is Heavy Mental. It was heavy to me. It fucked me up.
Prodigy, when he caught the case.
That interview y'all did with him was classic, though. That's legendary. That's legendary, bro.
But
that's going to be going hundreds of years from now. They're going to check that. That's facts.
It's another one that I did with Prodigy where he was going to court for the gun charge.
Are you talking when he was driving in the car? That's with Jordan Tower? You did that shit with him?
No. Listen. This is outside of the courthouse.
Okay.
He was just going in to be sentenced.
Oh, that's dope, man.
And I didn't have the audio on for the camera.
That's dope, man.
See him
that's
in the
history.
footage,
Oh my God, yo,
That's
no,
some
hold on.
dope shit.
See the
That's
timeout. They don't understand what that feels like to think you have something and then go
you don't
sit
got
down.
shit.
Yo, it hurts your fucking.
Dog,
I
he got
don't know.
too much shit, though. He got too much shit.
Yeah,
man.
but no, bro,
He
it
got
hurts.
Davies. He got Fetty Wap. He got new
Time out.
niggas too. He
Yo,
got new
Doggie,
niggas. Splash. You got
Doggie.
Rollo. Don't you got Rollo?
Hold
Or am I
on.
lying?
Time
out.
Do you
Time
not?
out.
Do you
Time
not got
out.
Rollo in the couch?
Time out.
Yeah, definitely.
Time out. Because
DMB. That was last
do
year.
you edit your own stuff?
I edit everything.
Exactly, Doggie. So they don't understand because they're not sitting here during the nights when it's just you in the room having to listen to yourself over and over again. They don't understand when you go down to sit down. You think you got the footage. You sit down. You're like, what the fuck? There's nothing here for me to edit.
I used to
Like,
hate my voice too.
you used to what? Edit your voice?
I used to hate my voice.
Yeah, you got to get over that. I got over that real quickly.
I got over it after a while because it started when I was rapping.
Yeah.
And I used to do a few songs, and I used to be like, man, I sound fucking crazy.
They don't understand. That's a technical thing when you're sitting there editing and you have to listen to yourself over and over again.
Yeah,
It's
tone it
hard.
out. You
People
gotta
don't
tone yourself
understand that. They don't understand that technical part. Like that's why I'm so amazed that what you did in the time you did it. That's just not easy. It's not as easy as like I could record some footage we could edit that shit on an iPhone right now and throw that shit up on YouTube. Niggas don't understand the dealing with VHS cassette tape
in 2006
or all, just having to pull off gig like a long interview
In
off
2006.
of a memory card off of an
spicy.
old ass tape. Like they don't understand that hustle and what you did for like Instagram makes the shit you did seem so easy, but you were the
Yeah, they
pioneer
don't
to
know
all
what
this.
logging
They have
footage
no
is.
idea, bro. They have no idea.
Logging footage alone was crazy.
You were like the first vlogger.
Oh, definitely.
You were
I
one
was
of the first vloggers.
of all this shit.
And they don't get that. They don't get that,
spicy.
bro. They don't get that. They don't understand. You're a way bigger pioneer in this shit. Like
Talk spicy.
you like what academics is doing. You've been doing.
Facts.
You've been doing.
That's a
It's just that he caters to a younger audience than you.
Because
I
that's
I don't even really think it's that. What it really is, in all honesty, this is what it really is. I was never sanctioned. And when people don't want you to win, they'll go against.
Yeah, but that's
they'll
not it
champion-
either. I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
They'll champion anybody but you. Anybody. A mountain lion could come and do something, and they'll say, "Okay, yeah, let's get behind the mountain lion. Fuck him." That's all that shit really is. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he's not really doing nothing. You know, if you look at Forbes DVD, the actual the YouTube channel, 6-7 years ago, I was taking people's not Instagram posts, Twitter posts, and making stories out of it. That's
You were
not
ahead
new.
of the game.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact, though.
before
That's real
academics.
shit, though.
Before-
No, that's
I did
real
that
shit.
shit
He
a
been
long
doing
time
it.
ago.
That's real shit, though.
I think he just caught the wave.
But
of the
I don't
people
know
that
what
he
it was, though. I
interviewing.
don't know what it was. That's why I be feeling like, yo, it's whoever they want. It's however the chips fall, bro. If they fall
No,
in
it's
your
whoever they
hands,
want to win,
Whoever
and
they-
I live in a hate.
yeah, like, and then you just gotta rock it. And
I'm
then
not
you
doing that.
see,
I'm
like
not-
you,
No,
so
I'm
like
not
you,
doing that.
Doggie, because you know you're a legendary guy. You just gotta be a legendary guy. You know what I mean?
No, it's-
and live like
You are the
that.
pioneer for this shit.
And you gotta
Definitely.
live like that. You gotta
1000%.
know. It gotta be in the know, and that's that.
Listen, this is a conversation me and Rec was having today. We just live in a hating ass town called Brooklyn,
I mean,
and they just want
That-
do anything
yeah,
they can
honestly.
to go against you. They do anything they can to go against you, and everybody wanted World Star to win because we was too local, and that was it. Niggas is like, yo, all right, because a lot of times when people know you, they could identify with you. They say, yo, fuck him. You say, yo, that dude over there, yo, he got a dope car. Fuck his car. That's just the natural reaction. So imagine being in Brooklyn, because name one Brooklyn artist that I didn't work with. I worked with all of them.
All
Some of the legends.
facts. All
You
facts.
understand what I'm saying? But you don't see these Brooklyn artists retweeting my shit. They don't even follow me
Nah,
on
they don't
Instagram.
reach back. They get lit and then they cool. Like, all right, yeah,
But
he's
look,
right.
ain't none of them niggas lit though.
exactly. That's why it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Nah,
it
but
doesn't
he
even
got
matter.
Rowdy. You had
yeah, but
Rowdy.
it don't matter. It don't matter that
Where
they don't
Rowdy
retweet
from?
his shit because
Ain't
they're not
Rowdy
lit
from
anyway.
Brooklyn? Ain't Rowdy
Rowdy's in
rapping from
jail. He's
Brooklyn?
in jail.
And I just,
Nah, but he gonna come home and get literacy.
And when he'll remember that Doggiediamonds did that interview with him. He'll
I
remember
hope
that
so.
shit.
I hope so. But
I hope
a lot
so.
of-
and I just interviewed his little brother that
That's
I
what I'm
gotta
saying.
put out sometime next week.
Right.
Fetty
That is,
Luciano.
it's lit.
Can't
Like
wait to
he'll
see that.
remember. They'll
What's
remember
his
that.
name?
Doggie.
What's his
Don't worry
name,
about it.
Doggie?
Fetty Luciano.
Fetty Luciano,
He
Rowdy
got
Rebel,
locked
little
up with
brother.
them. Rowdy
Doggie got
Rebel,
an exclusive
that's-
coming out next week. That's real.
Yeah. And I got an interview with C Gutter, Biggie right hand.
I can't wait to hear that.
See,
That's
that
the
I
one I've
wanna
been
see
waiting
that. I
for.
wanna see that.
I heard you've been teasing that for a little
That's
bit.
in the
I
same
wanna hear
office
that
with
one.
Kid, the same office? Like a little sit-down
everything.
joint?
Yep.
So I got another couple of questions here, real quick.
right.
So I know you just talked about Brooklyn eating itself, like not really accepting its talent that comes from Brooklyn itself. So I've seen that you've put on a lot of these down south artists way earlier than even down south media outlets did, like Ross.
I seen him do an
Gucci.
interview with Rallo.
You had Nicki,
Rallo?
You had Nicki, but Nicki was probably in Atlanta when you met her working with Gucci. That's what it looked like at the time.
Nicki's
No, Come
from
Up
Queens at
DVD. That was
time.
before when
All
she
right,
wasn't even.
I apologize.
Before she had the big ass and all that.
I apologize. I'm
He
wrong
was
about
on that Come Up.
I was wrong about
That's
that.
facts.
You
That's
had
old
Nicki
school
early.
shit.
You had
That's all facts too.
Shorty Low. You were on his video set very early. You were on. So
Yeah,
was it
Oskino,
easier talking to the down south artists than it was the New York guys? Would they give you more attention than the New York guys did? Did they respect what you have done? Because I'm sure that the only reason they heard of a lot of the East Coast artists was through your DVDs. I'm sorry, I was long winded.
Yeah, the down south dudes were always hungry, and they just wanted to get on, and they would jump on any DVD or whatever they can. So
Talk
if you had
spicy.
credentials, they would just be like, "Fuck it, let's do it." From 2 Chains to anybody. Fuck
2
it.
Chainz,
you
I'm
hear?
sorry.
Talk
you hear
spicy.
such and such? All right, let's do it. OJ the Juice Man. You hear? Let's do
OJ,
it.
I love OJ.
These dudes in New
Half a
York.
brick. Hella brick.
He was a
hella
pioneer
brick.
to a lot of this,
Hey.
like
These
ad lib
dudes
shit.
in New York
Hey,
already think they lit because they got more. You know,
Yo, same
They
thing in
look at
Philly, bro.
Fox.
Spicy.
Same thing here in Philly.
they look at followers. Like I got Meek Mill on house arrest with ankle.
yeah, I remember all that,
Because you're
man.
the
That's
man.
on Forbes
Because you
DVD.
are the guy.
Literacy. Literacy.
AR when he was with Cassidy.
But see,
Literacy.
Philly respect because I think Philly, you have Philly's probably your second biggest fan base because they respect your come up, and Philly MCs
All
in New
from
York
the trap. That's
MCs are
Cocaine
very
City.
much
similar.
That's French shit.
Same thing, exactly.
You
It's
call
all tied
French
in.
line, he put the number on, you call it, and he call it like, yo, how many DVDs you need? I remember calling this shit. That's facts. Nigga like, yo, what you need? It was French. He had a joint on the back of his DVD.
But
yo, Bulls was
I don't want
grinding
to talk
for
about
real.
French. We talking about Doggie.
No, we
here.
talking about Doggie, but it's the same grind.
Same hustle. Same
It's
hustle.
the same hustle. That's what I'm saying.
So
They was
Philly
on
respects
it.
you. That's
We
what I'm
trying to get
saying.
to a bag. It's facts, man.
That's why you had all the Philly, you had all the exclusive Philly artists when nobody was really covering them here the way they should have been covered. You were the definitely one covering it out here in these streets. I remember seeing Beanie. That's how I heard about your name. The Forbes DVD.
Yeah. Come Up
and the
DVD.
Come Up DVDs.
Come Up DVD was always.
Way ahead of its time.
Did you do all the interviews for Come Up DVD? Like all the
Most.
interviews that was you, right?
Yeah, at one point, because at one point they didn't even have interviews; it was just footage. But then after a while,
that
it
was way
everything.
legendary.
Yeah, he's happy, man.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Niggas
fine.
is doing that now. Like that's promo material for niggas now, and he was giving that to them when they didn't even They probably didn't understand the influence it was having.
But see, people know. It's just they're
I'm
not
just
gonna say
saying,
nothing.
I'm just
People
saying.
know though. They know
I
what
don't.
time.
No, they don't. They don't.
Nah, they know.
They don't though. They don't. No, they don't.
Some of the young boys won't.
No,
but
they
I'm
don't.
saying
I don't
like
think
the
anybody.
niggas that niggas
for the
that,
most part,
yeah.
I don't think people understand the influence that this man had. Like visually linking
So
artists.
spicy.
There's a thing. All right, you could back in the day, right? There was an album that would drop. It would be people talking. You would have your album. You'd have your body of work.
Talk spicy.
There was no the promo you'd have on the radio. You'd see them maybe on MTV, MTV Raps, if you were lucky. That was like the cream of the crop. Got
and
to
he
that.
had them DVDs, and I go grab them.
This dude was
like
on the
$10.
corner videotaping
I go
Jadakiss,
down-
just chilling, doing all.
I go down Phenomenal
this
Records
is
and grab
way
it.
ahead of its time.
Yeah, Come
this
Up
is
DVDs and all that.
pre-iPhone.
It's facts.
Pre all this shit. He put it on YouTube and get these guys reaching artists
It was
that
lit,
areas
too.
in the country that
And
they
it
would
was
never reach.
and it was lit
Through DVDs and through YouTube. I just wanna-
Did you do the interviews on COD DVD?
I'm sorry.
Like the joint with Oskino when he was with Meek Mill on the side, and he was talking about how I think he was talking about Beans, I believe, on that.
Yeah, he was
interview.
talking about Beans back then. Yep.
Yeah, so are you the one who did the interview then?
At that point, that was MREC.
That was MREC. Okay.
That was MREC. That was
Okay.
for another DVD we had.
So
called COD.
were you with the COD DVD movement? or-
Mhm. I'm on that too. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
And COD DVD came out because Jordan Tower was supposed to originally be a part of.
So you don't fuck. Yo, let me ask you this, dog. You don't fuck with Jordan Tower. Keep it real, my guy. You don't fuck with Jordan Tower. You don't fuck with that guy.
Wow.
It just feel like that. That's how I feel.
We're not going.
I'm just reading between the lines. I might be wrong.
Yo,
you can cut it out the major shit.
No, he said he don't want to edit it.
I just want to know. You can edit this out. I just want to know. I just feel like, yo, you don't fuck with him. Why MREC fuck with him, but you doing your own thing? It's just me looking at it. It feel like, yo, you was like, yo, y'all didn't see good business wise. That's how I felt. Like you was like, yo, I'm doing me, and you not on my level.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say all that, but I will say this.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
My fault, Doggie. I'm tripping. My bad.
I'm thankful and I'm grateful for him giving me an opportunity. Okay. And we didn't see eye to eye on certain things.
Which happens.
I wish him well. If he needs me for something, I might even still come through for him. But he's never put in a call and say, I need you. And then in certain things that me and him just had to have a discussion on.
Okay.
But I don't wish bad for him.
Okay.
I'm happy that he's still alive, healthy, and all that.
Okay.
And that's it. But he definitely gave me an opportunity that got me on this phone with y'all.
Ooh.
For me
Talk
saying
spicy.
that people
Talk
calling
spicy.
me a legend. He's definitely a part of the foundation of that.
Ooh.
And I'm thankful for that.
Ooh. So, all right, let's get to the bad shit. You just talk good shit about him. That was a polished answer. I want to hear the bad shit now. You know what I mean? I'm just asking because Doggie, you said a lot of good shit. Get to the bad shit. Come on, because you gave him a good. You gave him.
Nah, but he's not.
He's a professional.
No, I know he's professional. I know he's professional, but he showed him a lot of love.
Right.
So I want to know what the negatives was. It's just being a real person. Sometimes you don't see eye to eye.
The negative is sometimes we have differences, creative differences. Jordan was Team World Star at one point. I was Team Forbes DVD.
Talk heavy.
Okay.
Talk
All
spicy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I see. So he was cool with Q and
so he was
putting content out on.
He was trying to be a Leo Cohen on you. You trying to Leo Cohen you, and you wasn't trying to hear it. You trying to keep it black owned. You trying to keep it black owned when he's trying to Leo Cohen you.
Wait,
I
World Star
understand.
was black owned. Wait, World Star was
Yeah,
Q
it was
black.
cute. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. But he was trying to rock with him when we doing our own thing. My bad.
Exactly. What World Star was doing to us at one point.
That's
The
fucked up.
penalty for that shit.
You signed with the enemy.
No, bro, that's fucked up. Like stealing my content would be if somebody stole our shit right now and like cut it up and made it seem like it was theirs. I would be
But
pissed.
The shit they was doing. Not only was they stealing it, I would go shoot an exclusive interview, and the motherfuckers would take my logo and cover it.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's stealing. That's stealing. At the
That's
end of
still,
the day.
yeah. When you take away take away the credit from the
See,
person.
this is the shit I wanted to get it. I wanted to get into the digital warfare
I wanted
because
clarity.
y'all was having early
That's what I wanted
internet
the whole
digital
time.
warfare.
See, you guys probably wouldn't have had an issue if they left your watermark on your video because that's instant promotion for you guys.
Were you
but
the first one with the watermark? Who was the first one? Because Q said he was the first one with the watermark, or was it you?
Q wasn't the first person with shit.
Okay. All right.
He
No.
never even edited.
Let's be clear. Respect the dead. Respect the dead.
He uploaded one video on his website. He
Talk
never
spicy.
edited or uploaded anything.
Talk
ever.
spicy.
Okay. All
You
right.
understand what I'm saying?
Talk
He's
spicy.
not here to defend himself.
He was just
R.I.P. Q.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Q. We already said
I'm not
that.
even gonna R.I.P.
He was-
because I ain't fuck with him in life, so I ain't gonna fuck with him in death.
That's facts, man. Talk
Respect
spicy.
that.
I
Talk
respected
spicy.
him.
Talk
I
spicy.
respect just like I
Talk
respect you. I
spicy.
respected him.
Can we win out here?
And the shit that they was doing to tarnish my name and my brand
It's fucked up.
hurt my family.
No, it was really fucked up though.
Because I was really out here busting my ass. Me and Rec was really out here busting
Talk
our ass.
spicy.
doing it. And then they would tell people, yo, if you fuck with Forbes DVD, you can't get on our website.
Oh wow.
And they was making
That's
people
corny
make
shit.
choices.
That's
Yeah, they
corny
was
shit.
making people make choices like, well, they are, the bigger site right now.
Yeah, they got
so
that.
fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas who I was with I used to say to niggas, yo, motherfucker, I'm outside with you on my camera. If police run up
That's
on
what
us,
I'm
I'm
saying.
locked up with you. If motherfuckers
Right.
run down on you right now, I'm fighting with you.
Right.
You fucking dick riding an email?
Yeah.
Because at one
Right.
point you didn't know who Q was. It was just
Exactly.
Talk spicy.
Wow.
So I was like, fuck niggas. And I'm still like, fuck a lot of niggas
Yeah.
who was still on that world star time. To this day, I'm still like, fuck niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody who went against what I was doing and what Rec was doing for that. So that shit, kind of it didn't fuck me and Rec relationship up.
But you
we
don't
was
fuck
saying
with Jordan though. You don't fuck with Jordan because of that. More or less. You say you would rock with him at the end of the day. Like it's not like you don't fuck with him
Personally.
but in certain shit you don't
Business-wise.
fuck
But
with him.
business-wise,
you
you don't
fuck with him at the end of the day. If he need $100, you gonna give him the bean, but you
I
don't
ain't
fuck
giving
with
him
him.
no money.
Oh, see, then you ain't okay. Talk spicy. Talk spicy.
If he called me and said, "Yo, me and you need to have a conversation. This is why this, that, and the third happened," then I would hear him out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell him to go fuck himself. And honestly, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, the Prodigy interview that y'all seen, that's an interview that he had of ours for about 7 years, and I've been trying to get the interview from him.
That's a dope interview. That was a dope
And then he
interview.
finally gave
Prodigy
it up.
always talk good on interviews. I ain't gonna lie. Prodigy got good ass interviews. He know how to talk on the interview. His interviews sound good.
So Jordan finally gave that interview up. He finally gave the AZ video up. So he had his ways to make amends with me without us having a conversation.
What do you think about his daily thing? What do you think about the daily shit with him and M-Rec?
Anything that Rec is doing, I just support it because it's Rec. That's my partner.
So you fuck with Rec. The Jordan thing is
Every day.
Not so much. Yeah, I mean,
You
fuck with him to a point. To a point.
Look,
to
Fuck
a
with Rec. They support each other on the internet. I be seeing them.
Listen,
They got love for each other. That's
Listen,
love.
I'm going to fuck with Rec
Love day.
to the day I die.
Talk heavy. Talk
You
spicy.
understand what I'm saying?
All
That was
facts.
somebody who believed in me maybe more than I believed in myself.
So, Doggie, that means you're gonna make money later on a different extravaganza. That's all that means. So you don't even got, you know what I mean?
We good. Listen, we good. Me and Rec created something that made history. Forbes DVD still making history
Facts.
every day.
Facts.
You understand what
Come
I'm
up
saying?
DVD.
So,
Facts.
Yeah, so I speak to Rec every day, and what we got in the works and what we got planned is just deep. But we have to find other revenue streams. We gotta
Facts.
have many different revenue streams, and we gotta have other
Talk
ways to brand
spicy.
ourselves. So when he did that, and I did the Doggiediamonds TV thing, at first we kind of didn't understand what we were doing, but then when we sat back and talked, we gave each other our blessings and, yo, no, get that bag, get that money. Sometimes I call him right now and say, yo, Rec, you need to cover this shit because I can't cover it. But you
Word.
do it.
Okay.
That's how you gotta do it. Well, teamwork make the dream work.
You understand what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Believe that.
Keep it in the family.
And then we have what we do together, and then we have what we do individually. And that, yo, he could tell you. Sometimes he'll call me and say, "Yo, did you this such and such? Nah, you better get on that." Because I say,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you're right." And I
Yeah.
call him and say, "Yo, Rec, Craig Mack just died.
Word.
You think Gene to talk about Craig Mack? Gene don't got no stories." And then he,
Yo, Doggie, so what you think about the Tekashi shit, man? Because
Wait,
you
no,
from
we already
Brooklyn.
did that. We did that.
We already did a
we
shit
not
from
do that?
Brooklyn? No, we ain't do that because he from Brooklyn. He from Brooklyn.
No, can we know?
Can we do that real quick and get out of there?
No, we're gonna save that for the next part. I want to just end this interview. Like I want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about the beef with Taxstone, but that kind of ties into the podcasting
nigga,
game
or the
because
other internet
you were
nigga.
very much influenced.
Gully
You,
nigga.
we talked about you in the digital space. Now let's talk about you in the podcasting space. You've been doing what is maybe not technically known as podcasting, but you have been talking into a camera and having an opinion for quite some time and not stripping the audio down and just having the visuals, which was a podcast essentially. So you have been doing this since the people that you were probably one of the first hip hop podcasts with Juan Epstein. They get credited as being the first. I mean, no offense to you,
Cypher Sounds,
but they get.
I think they are the first of that format.
Okay.
Of podcasting.
Yes. So I believe that they get the first credit, but you were around there. Like you were
First
before
two cast,
Combat, you were before all these other dudes out there.
Talk spicy.
So I don't think you get the credit in that. So
Talk spicy.
while we are in your lane,
All
we're
facts.
in your maybe not in your direct lane, but we are all a hip hop tree. You have to be credited as being one of the first
Right.
ones, and I don't think anybody. I want to
This is a fact,
establish
though.
that.
No, this is a fact.
I wanted to
This is a
establish
fact.
that.
They just got to do their Googles. They got to do their
So
Googles.
I wanted
Check
to
the
get
numbers.
into that real quick.
This is a fact.
And what you plan?
Legendary.
Why you we don't have to get into the Taxstone shit because he apologized for that shit. You've explained that shit. You don't really have to come on this
Cover
medium
that.
and
He
talk
got a
about
video
that.
for that. He
If
got
you
a
want to
video
go
for
look
that.
at that,
Check
go
out
look
the
at that.
YouTube.
But you know what though? I do want to say
Because I
this,
believe
though.
that ties
He
into.
going to talk. He got to talk about
I'm
that.
No,
sorry.
I gotta say one thing about
Okay,
the
my fault.
Taxstone
I
situation.
apologize.
He said something about me that was erroneous,
Okay.
and it was based off an assumption that he thought. And when me and him spoke on the phone like men, due to Charlemagne the God mediating that situation, he apologized on the phone because I got him to understand something, and he made a public apology.
Yeah, he did. I heard it.
I
That's
heard that too.
So for
This-
all
this is a fact.
listen, so for all the dick riders and weirdos who
okay.
keep coming on my fucking posts and saying Doggie Diamonds is a snitch and a rat and all that, based off of what?
They're fuck
if
boys.
because if you can't troll me with that because the shit is not true.
It's not
so
true.
eat a dick. Eat a
You
You don't
dick.
even gotta
fucking
respond
dick,
to shit like
fucking
that. You don't even
fuck
gotta
boys.
respond to shit to like that.
No, listen,
dog, for real.
but-
though.
Yo,
y'all got
people
it.
that do that, they're
Respond to that.
fuck boys.
You don't
Yo,
gotta
get out of
respond to
our
that, man.
fucking
You OG
comments,
in
you
the
This is
bitch
what I'm
ass
saying, right?
niggas.
Where
You
y'all
don't
got
respond
it
to
from,
that.
Period.
where y'all got it from, the person who put it out there in the first place admitted that they were wrong.
Yes,
but
they
y'all
did.
don't want
Facts.
the resolution. Y'all only want the problem.
They're
But he
only-
did
they're
say,
only-
but yo,
they-
he
they
did
just-
say
they
in the, hold on, let me ask him this though. He did
Mm-hmm.
say in the joint, he said it was somebody you was working with though, it wasn't you. So was that, who was that? Do you know, is he talking about Jordan Tower or something? Like, did you ever
He's
get
still-
clarification on that?
I know who he's talking about.
Okay.
but
Do
he's
you
still-
agree with him on that? What he's saying
No,
about
he's-
whoever?
Without me putting out what we spoke about, because I don't really like doing, like when I speak to somebody
Facts.
about something in private, I do not like talk public. But
Of
what I will
course,
say
of
is this:
course.
it was a post that was made that he didn't agree with.
Okay.
So he thought I did it, and I didn't do it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Okay,
You know what
and
I'm
we'll leave
saying?
it as that.
So it was a post that was out there that he thought I did. I didn't do it. I didn't even know nothing about it. Wasn't even affiliated with the situation. But it was, due to what I was doing at one point.
Okay.
So he blamed me, just thinking it would just be me because, everybody know I'm like the fucking boss of so many situations, or I'm like the main person of a lot of situations. So I got blamed for something that I had nothing to do with.
I like how you handle your shit though. You handle your shit smooth, bro. You handle your shit
because
smooth with Dr. Umar Johnson. You handle your shit smooth with
Any of your
Taxstone.
beefs.
Your shit be smooth, bro.
Yes,
Like you
he's
should be
even-
smooth. So keep doing it how you do it, bro.
I'm
Cause
gonna
it
tell
should
you
be
why You
smooth.
gotta handle shit like that
Because he's even
It
keeled.
should be smooth, bro.
in the street, right? In the street, one group of individuals I don't fear, but I don't want no beef with, is the police, because they win all the time,
All the time, 100%
right?
batting average.
So if me and you really got a problem, or we gonna get it shaken, or whatever's gonna happen, I don't want them to know.
Fair.
So whatever we gonna do, we gonna do. We don't have to riff and huff and puff and make videos. So people be wanting me to engage them, and I'm not going to engage you because when I see you, it just is what it is. So when people be making videos and they got my name in the title, it be so much fictitious shit. And only time I respond to certain shit because the uncontested lie starts to look like the truth. But I be seeing dudes making videos and they got my name in it, and the shit be so much. And all I say is, yo, that nigga's a fan because he woke up today.
That
thinking
nigga Gully
about me.
TV doing that same shit.
He got to do. Listen, he got to figure it out.
Yeah, that's what we're.
That was
He's
another
out here
joint.
with the clickbait.
That's
We
another
see it, and
joint
I didn't
was
like.
gonna
I don't
ask
like
you.
what I'm seeing.
That was
I
another
didn't
joint I
like
was
what
going to
I'm
ask you
seeing.
because you never really went right in on him. But he talking at you direct. So I feel as you being a
didn't like
stand up
it.
guy, you answer it direct.
Personally.
You feel me? Like, because I seen the text he's saying, but he looking at it as if you thinking about him all day. Like, yo, you looking at his shit and talking about Tekashi
You don't give
people's
a fuck.
when you.
I didn't
But when I peep game, when I'm saying as a fan, bro, I looked at it like, yo, Doggie probably just talking his regular shit. He ain't worried about this one guy, and that's me being honest about everything. And I,
But let me
and
keep it real
you know what I
with
mean?
you. Let me keep it real with you. I looked at him as somebody who me and him did business before. I'm talking about he paid me for something. He's an admitted fan. He said I was a fan. So how you go from fan for being a foe because you think I'm dissing you or sneak dissing you? Who the fuck are you?
It's
I don't
clout.
think
It's
about-
clout, bro. It's clout.
But this is where we at. But then, but see, look, right? He could feel how he want to feel about me.
He's a
He said a
fuck
bunch
boy.
of shit. I'm bigger than you and all that shit. And I sit there, I looked at my numbers. I said, God damn, I'm killing him.
I seen you talking spicy. I seen you do the
Yeah, I
numbers.
was like,
I seen you
I'm
do the numbers on him.
He's
I
a
seen you do the
fuck-
numbers on him. I
But-
seen you
but-
click
but
the
the-
numbers on him.
But the realest shit that I said to him was, bro, you got my phone number.
Yeah.
Why you ain't just call me?
Why do you think he felt like that was a direct shot? Is what I'm curious to know. Like,
'Cause
did
he's
y'all have a
alone in his
rivalry
house,
going on?
hearing it
did he
himself.
throw a shot, or did you throw a shot before?
I don't. First of all, I don't throw shots. I shoot.
He wants it to be him.
Hold on, let him hear. Let
I'm
him
sorry,
answer the
he just
Gully
want-
shit. Let
That's a
him
fact.
answer.
I'm
Let
sorry.
him answer though.
I
So Gully will
apologize,
know
Doggie.
when Gully hear it, he going to
I
listen.
apologize, Doggie.
I'm
But
gonna answer this for y'all. Nobody just starts hating you. They just start acting like they like you.
Talk spicy.
Wisdom right there.
And then
Spicy.
when something don't go their way or they misinterpret something, they go back to their original how they really felt about you, and then they're willing to express it. Because if you really had love for me and you got my telephone number, I'm gonna say to the public, I called him, I texted him, and I left a fucking Facebook message. I hit him in the DM.
Damn.
I did everything that I could to mend that situation, to say, bro, this is me.
Okay.
This is me you talking to. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't give it up like that.
He tried to go long-winded on you, dog. He tried to go long-winded on you.
So when he unfriended me on Facebook,
Who does
when
that?
he didn't respond to my text, when he didn't respond to my message, when he didn't respond to my message that I left on the actual video,
Right.
I said, all right, he's just doing that because he want to change.
For clout.
He
wants
trying
clout.
to get a couple of.
like,
Yo, clout is a disease.
I seen him though. He was like, I got Benny, I got Conway, I got Westside. Who you got right now? He started going. He just started feeling. Then I was like, damn, Gully, bro, you feeling yourself? This is just me being a nigga that watch shit. You feeling yourself a little bit too much now, bro. And I'm keeping it a bean. I'm just keeping. I'm looking at no biasness. You know what I mean?
But we gonna throw resumes out there? I don't
He's a
have to do that to
fuckboy, Doggie.
We're
We're
not
done.
gonna do
We're
that.
done giving him enough light. I'm done with this guy.
No, we done.
I'm done with this guy.
No, we done. I swear to God. All I'm saying is he cool, but my thing is anytime you start trying to throw a nigga under the bus and trying to win as well, I feel it's a problem in that. I feel like it's a problem in that. And then when you start saying, "Oh, I got this person and you don't got them," I feel like it's a problem in that. You know what I mean? You always gotta show respect. And then he start going. I feel like he feeling himself because he got certain MCs, but that don't really mean nothing. We all trying to win. We all trying to win.
He's a clout chasing.
Let me say something.
Yeah, but you can't put someone else down that elevate yourself.
Let him drop the jewelry.
I'm Doggiediamonds.
Facts.
Period.
I make a phone call. I get any rapper I want.
Talk spicy.
If I want them. I had Dave East. I had Fetty Wap. I
Talk
had
spicy.
Roddy Rebel. I had niggas before you even knew who motherfuckers was. I had them. I had Rollo. I had Future. I had
Gucci. Nicki.
Gucci. I did all that already.
Period.
Jadakiss.
Talk spicy.
Cameron.
Cam.
Talk spicy.
Jim Jones.
Max
spicy.
B.
Joel Santana.
Max B. Biggerville.
Max
Young
B.
Jeezy.
Biggervelli.
Jeezy.
Shorty
fucking-
Low.
Shorty Low. No, but it's Meek Mill.
Meek Mill. Period. Gilly the Kid if we want to stay local.
All the battle rappers
Cassidy.
too. All the battle rappers too.
Definitely all the battle rappers.
Battle
All
rappers.
All the battle rappers too.
Females.
The battle rapper nigga. Talk
Money
spicy.
who don't do interviews. Biggs from Rockefeller
Facts.
when he didn't do interviews.
Yeah, that he don't do interviews,
Period.
and you definitely had him talking about the diplomats and shit. I remember that too.
This is what I'm
Period.
saying.
You had Cameron when they was going through the shit with Jim Jones. I remember that too.
This the point I'm making. So at the
These
end
are the
of it all,
facts.
I got the Game. I got footage with the Game. I got Rick Ross.
Talk spicy.
I got Khaled. I got Fat Joe. I had
Talk
the whole Bang Bang
spicy.
Boogie.
Damn, could you hear the set? I was putting the Rick
Talk
Ross.
spicy.
I don't think you could even hear it, but I was putting Rick Ross
You understand what I'm
over
saying?
what you were
Word.
saying. That's
So
great.
Word.
I did all of that, but my thing was I don't mind seeing him win. He called me and he paid me for something, and I actually did a service for him.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? So my thing to him was, yo, this is, you got my phone number. So if you felt like I was dissing you, you could have called me and say, yo, what the fuck you doing? I'd be like, oh,
Really,
nah,
nigga?
blah, 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 blah. We clear that up. When somebody has your phone number and they don't want to call you and they want to run public,
They want to go
you doing that
public.
shit for-
It's
doing that
turning into
shit for
weirdo
attention.
shit. Turning into weirdo shit is what you saying. When they go public, it's weirdo shit after that. Is how you look at them.
Right? Now look, when he was doing when people was doing that and they was making videos about me, I was working on Digital Soapbox, trying to sign a deal.
And
which
okay,
I
Go, Digital
which is
Soapbox
where
Network.
we're
Talk spicy.
where I want to go right now.
Yeah, talk
So,
spicy.
now after the whole Taxstone thing, I heard you explain that you created your own podcast network because you tried to go to loudspeakers and they weren't trying to hear it because
Yeah, they
obviously because of the Taxstone thing. I mean, there's no other way that they weren't going to listen to you bringing them the numbers of I already have this many listeners on YouTube. There's no way anybody would scoff at that the way they did. And that's only because they had Taxstone and they knew that you
Do
had
you
a
feel
little
like they
problem
was
with
throwing
it.
salt on you? Do you feel like they was throwing salt
I
on
don't
you
think
from
they
the
was
door?
throwing salt on me.
Because Tax originally didn't fuck with you because he thought you was whoever you was.
Exactly.
So do you feel like they was throwing salt on you to not fuck with you originally until afterwards, but it was already too late?
And was
See what I'm
Nori
saying?
already there?
Because Tax already threw salt on you. They already
All right,
got
now,
Noriette.
look,
You feel
now
me?
Let me
That's that
keep it
question.
real with y'all. even with his shit, I helped with his promo.
With
I helped with
Tax.
his promo. Yes, I helped with his promo. I did some of his promo. He did a video. He did an interview with Imrek in East New York.
This is facts.
That's on Forbes DVD right now.
But do you think that whatever rift you guys had at that point, do you think that affected the other network that we don't really have to keep on saying their name?
And the other thing was, and then I'm gonna say this: Combat Jack, when he had issues with Rosenberg, he gave us video to throw up on our YouTube about Rosenberg.
And then you did that also. So
we did that also.
And you had and you were cool with Charlemagne, so you didn't understand why you were being blocked from being part of the.
You got an interview with
network.
Charlemagne though too. That's a fact.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got an interview with Charlemagne.
That's a fact.
So I understand why you felt some
filter.
type of way of why they didn't let you in the boys club. Yeah, I mean.
But my whole thing was, and this is how I look at them now, and I looked at them then. Y'all motherfuckers ain't the cool table.
No, you're not.
Y'all ain't the cool table. Don't think that I'm not going to be good.
Do you feel like Noriega picked up pointers from you though? Because y'all was rocking, and then I don't see y'all rocking as close as you was rocking before. Do you feel like he picked up a couple of pointers from you? I'm just kidding, saying keep it a bean, like just on some G shit, like.
He better.
Okay, talk heavy, talk spicy. Because I know y'all had pictures. You had the no filter hat on. He was with you. I don't know where y'all was at, but I remember y'all had pictures together. This is before Drink Champs popped off. I'm just keeping it a bean. Nothing else.
A bizine.
That's it.
I think he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, I don't want. It ain't for you to disrespect him. I'm just wondering if you feel like he. I'm just wondering if you feel like he picked up jewels from being around you because he was around you.
Because you're
I don't
in
know
the
if
same
you're around
lane.
him now. I don't know if he said you come through Drink Champs and soak up this game or come through so we can. I don't know if it's the same as before.
You know what? Hold on. Before you answer, essentially you guys are in the same lane, one. And two, he interviewed Tax Stone like he was a legend. He should have been interviewing you like you're the legend you are. Because
these are the
you
facts.
had already put in way more work
These are the facts,
than Tax
man.
Stone. You should have been on that show
We just keeping it
for
bean.
what he's doing.
We just keeping it a
He
bean.
should be asking you the questions we're asking you.
We
One.
just keeping
period.
it a bean.
So
legendary shit, man.
I feel
Legendary
like that's
shit.
weird. So if you want to speak on that, you could speak on
How
that.
you look at it? You gonna give us the good answer? You gonna give us the Doggie Diamonds real official?
I would feel some type of way. 1000%.
Y'all the no filter.
I give us the no filter answer.
I always felt like I always was a threat to a lot of people because I'm fucking boss. I never been no worker.
Yeah,
Even when
it's
I was in the
weird.
streets. Even when I was in the streets and I was selling crack for like 3 months. And I was selling weed for a long period of time. I never worked for nobody. I'm not a doja. Most of these people that you see, they work for somebody. They're under somebody.
Talk
I'm not
spicy.
under nobody.
Talk spicy.
I'm not under nobody. I'm a brand creator. And I own
Yo, the
my
come up is a great name, by
Are
the
you
way.
still
Sorry.
cool as Noriega? Are you still cool with Noriega as you was before?
Time out. You don't have to answer that right now. But the come up is a great name. Brand wise,
dope.
great name.
That was dope. but
Forge
I-
DVD, great name.
Yeah, they both.
Continue,
was
I'm
dope.
sorry.
I haven't spoken to Nori in a minute.
That's crazy, Doggie. That's crazy though, Doggie. Because y'all was talking before that. Before he was literacy, y'all was talking. So I just think that's weird. Am I wrong for thinking that's weird? Because y'all talked before that, so now he's
And he
literacy.
had Tax on there. And why not you?
Are we wrong for
just
thinking
said
that's weird
that.
or for
I'll
asking or
say
for
this.
posing a
Maybe
question?
Maybe he's too busy. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but he wasn't busy enough before when y'all had pictures together when you had the no filter hat on. Because I remember it was before the Drink Champs even evolved. It was like he was soaking game up. I mean, it's just how it looked. Am I wrong for that?
Your perception, I can't. That's how you perceive it.
Fair.
I can't
That
say
is
you
that is the
Does
that
it
is
look
the
like it's a
politician
wrong?
answer.
Does it look like a wrong perception? If he was fucking with you before when y'all had pictures together, what were y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are.
I was doing a lot of press for him. I was helping him with his shit, his
Exactly,
group.
and that's why I don't
I just-
understand
I
why
just
it
don't
wasn't paid
understand,
for.
but I'm
I don't
back
understand. A
down
lot
with
of
it. I'm
paying
done,
for
I'm
is
done.
not happening in this game.
I'm done.
You're sickened by that.
I'm just done with it. I just don't get it.
Because I'm not really feeling how people don't reciprocate what you've really done in this game, and it makes me it upsets me really when you really see why the mediums of Instagram in particular being a visual thing, you and your camera and the questions you asked are very much tied to the way people interact with I believe rappers included, why the way they interact with cameras and what they do in front of it, that Max B interview 1,000%.
It's just funny because rap's a competitive sport, but it seems like the podcasters become competitive against each other at this point.
I don't think it's competitive. It's just the fact that
Rap or podcasting?
The podcasting thing is not competitive. Like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers are not journalists.
No,
they're opportunists.
Yeah, no, I got
That's
you.
a fact.
They're just doing it because they have fame. But then a lot of them, when they realize what they have to do to maintain this shit and to make it poppin', they don't got no fucking numbers. But they didn't have to. They didn't have to brave. And shout out to Joe Button too.
Yo, Joe Button, another one.
Joe Button does
another
responsible journalism.
Kevin Hart too.
But I think Joe Button does responsible journalism.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Joe Button covered my stories and shouted me out. Other people have covered my stories, but they never said my name.
Oh, my God. We need that
And
interview.
I think that's disgraceful.
The Joe. You're talking about Joe right now.
No, it is, especially when you have someone that does all that hard work. You don't
Joe don't get the credit either.
No, Joe doesn't get a lot of credit for things that he may say, but like I've actually seen other people out there pretty much, I don't want to say take someone else's story, but take someone else's story and not give credit to who they originally got it from.
So, Doggie, I kind of want to wrap up our interview with you right now real quick. I just want to talk about the Digital Soapbox Network, what your plans with it, and, I mean, even us specifically, if you want to even get down to that finite point.
Digital Soapbox Network is a new startup company. We're not here to rival anybody. We're not here to be better than anybody. We're going to let the work speak for itself. I'm on the other side. I'm a part of it. Co-owner of Digital Soapbox Network, as well as a person that's on the network. So I know what it's like, how tough it is, first of all, to get podcast distribution on all the media, the platforms, because it's hard as fuck to get on Spotify and Google Play and iTunes and all that shit at one time if you don't know much about RSS. And then some of them shits just don't accept you. So just to be on all of these platforms, I just wanted to work with talent. I wasn't caring about whether you was popular, whether you was an ex-rapper, whether you was an ex-stripper or whatever. It was just people that was working hard. It was whether you was working hard and you really like what you were doing. So with that thing, the Digital Soapbox Network, Big Steel, who was my partner, called me and he said, "Yo, man, I want to, are you in the podcast network?" And I was like, "No." He said, "Yo, man, what the fuck?" He said, "Yo, why you not?" He said, "Yo, Loudspeaker didn't sign you another." I was like, "Nah." He said, "Yo, that shit is crazy to me." He said, "Yo, man, I want to put you in the network." I said, "All right, cool. I'll fuck with you. Let's work it out." Then he called me back. He said, "Yo, you know what? Nah, you got to be my partner in this, man. Let's do some shit together." So I was like, "Yo, fuck it. Let's go." And then we just started brainstorming the logo, the name, everything, how he's going to do the website. Then we had to find the talent. So then we just started searching. We put an APB out there. If you got a podcast, that's it. And then we got a lot of submissions, a lot of responses. We didn't pick everybody. And I was like, "Yo, I already got the name. I already got numbers to get us in the door on certain things. You have relationships. Let's put it together." So then we just started picking people out. So my thing was, okay, I could go under somebody and work for them, or I could go do my own thing and be a boss.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I can help other podcasters with their interviewing skills, with their audio, with how they promote and how they put their thing out. Because some people really, really love this. Some people do it because they love it and they never made $1 from it.
Exactly.
And some people do it only because there's money in it and because they can.
Exactly.
Like I said on a post before, many people never had to brave the cold, the heat, situations where it was a hostile environment.
Exactly.
Or travel, getting on a Chinese bus, getting on a plane, not wanting to do it. Being in relationships.
$20 for
This is what I'm saying. Where your female don't understand that you've been out all 14 days. They don't know nothing about editing. They don't know nothing about visual. They don't. So this is where I come from. So I had to do all that to make this happen. So anybody who's doing it like that, getting it from the mud, I respect them and I want to help them any way that I could. So that's the point of Digital Soapbox Network.
Digital Soapbox Network.
The best network out there. I just want to point it out to everybody.
You have all these other people who's
Black
clicking.
owned.
Yeah, and they weird and they shit is a little cliquish and all that. We ain't with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's what that's created for. And we just beginning. We got Crazy Bone from the legendary Bone
Yo,
Thugs
with
and
the
Harmony.
punch
Yes,
interview.
sir.
that
They
shit
had
was
the punch
legendary.
joint with Punch is that guy.
Yeah,
Out
we
here
got
getting to the
two-time
bag.
Super Bowl champion
Brandon
Brandon
Browner.
Browner from the Super Bowl winning
Unplugged.
Patriots, the Super Bowl winning Seattle Seahawks.
Talk spicy.
And you got myself. We got the Plug podcast, which
Doggiediamonds,
is
no
we
filter.
got
Talk
the Mac and
spicy.
Nelly show. And we got some other shows that's about to pop off. That
West Coast,
everybody
East
gonna be
Coast,
like,
worldwide.
Goodfellas too. The Goodfellas still rocking and rolling,
Goodfellas,
right?
yeah.
Sports.
My
We got
bad.
sports out here.
Yeah, we got sport.
We got
Glasses
gossip with
Malone
Mae
with the
West.
boxing shit, rocking and rolling out here.
Glasses Malone with the fucking
Talk
boxing.
spicy. Let's get to
We're
it.
the fucking
so-
best network
so-
out there. Let's
get to
be
that.
let's be real out there. Let's
So
be
right
real.
now, my thing is, again, you only as great as who you make great around you, right?
Facts.
So for as good as I am, and people look at me, you let this and the third. My job, even though I've made a lot of people great around me, and they bit my shit and took pointers from me and all that, and won't admit it, that's cool. I want to have people directly under Digital Soapbox Network, and I'm making them great, and I'm creating the new next
Talk
legend. So when
fucking
I say,
spicy.
I don't want to fucking do this shit no more, and I just want to make my beats and fuck this shit. It's people
When you
that's
put
gonna
them
take
beats
the
out, once you put them beats out, we gonna run and get this bag.
Yeah. Look, but listen though.
But let's do it. Let's make it solid because you know what I mean. Like we're probably we're probably the low man of the totem pole in this Digital Soapbox Network. But believe
But
me, we
see,
hungry
look,
as
though, but
fuck
see what
right
me and
now,
Steel
and we
listen, though.
we out here. I'm just telling you, we out here.
But understand this though, right? With me, how me and Steel look at it, there is no greater and there is no less than. Everybody's on the same field because we all got the same 24 hours in the day.
Fact,
Only
though.
thing that
Talk
I could
spicy.
do is tell you how to utilize your
This is a
24
fact.
hours. Because everybody will say, Doggie Diamonds, you're not on. And I'm like, yo, how I'm not on and I own my shit? Do you know what it's
Literacy.
like to... Like, are you fucking retarded? What is
No,
on?
they are
Being a
retarded.
worker?
That's the thing. That's the thing. They are retarded.
Because people equate success with materialism.
Yeah. No.
Of course they do. Of course they do, because they fucking dumb, deaf, and blind.
And not understanding that I got cameras and lenses that cost more than people cars.
Talk spicy.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of these things, but it's not for me to. I don't do it to fun. I do it because I really love it. If a microphone costs $400 and I want it, I will go buy it because I need it for my craft. I don't need it
This is a
to
fact,
say, yeah,
though.
I got this $400 mic.
Fact.
This shit is corny.
Literacy.
I care about my audio. I care about my visual. I care about the culture and what I'm putting forth with my name on it.
So with that being
how long
said,
you been
though,
putting
hold
it
on,
down?
hold on.
I'm done after this.
you're-
How long you been putting it down, though, Doggie? How long you been putting it down?
We got to end this. We
It's
got
my
2
last
hours.
question. I
This
promise
is 2
you.
hours. This is so long.
2006.
How long? How many years on these niggas?
2 hours.
Video.
No,
video.
just everything, just splashing on these niggas. You know what I mean?
oh,
Let these
everything?
niggas know, man. These young niggas too.
Man, he been in the game
My
since
little
80s, dog.
dumbass nephew too. He need to know
You
too.
said, I've been doing this shit for 25 years.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Fucking 25
Period.
years, Doggiediamonds, respected legends,
Yeah.
man.
Longer
You
than
heard
Tekashi
famous
been
Dex
alive.
talk that shit.
No, we're not-
You heard famous Dex talk that shit, nigga.
And the whole shit is.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You heard
but
famous
Pete-
Dex.
But Pete Game, though, for motherfuckers
Wow.
who think I'm broke, I'm glad that you think that. That means I did a good job.
Talk spicy.
Because if you could count your money, you are broke.
You are. Ooh.
So any nigga who you see pull out money
Whoa,
and
whoa.
counting it, you broke.
That's a quotable right
It's a
there.
fact. Let's
Get it.
That's quotable right there.
Quotable
Real
shit.
wealthy people have so much money. They don't
Digital
even know where
Soapbox
it's-
Network.
With that being
Digital
said,
Soapbox
better believe
Network,
it.
Doggie
let's be
Diamonds,
clear. I know we're kind of ending this
Yeah.
abruptly. Let's be clear. We might have to have a part 2 because I don't feel
Yeah,
like
part 3 too, nigga.
But Doggie Diamonds, Plug Podcast, exclusive interview,
Yeah.
1000%. Thank you for your time, Doggie Diamonds. This is the longest interview ever in Plug Podcast history.
literacy, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, we love you.
Literature.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Literature and literacy.
Thank you for dropping jewels on these
Literary.
niggas. Anything you want to say on the
bracelets
way
on
out?
these niggas,
where
man.
they can follow you at? Everything. Just let them know.
Yo,
all
everything
that.
at Doggie Diamonds, DOGGIEDIAMONDS. I'm on everything: Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. And Doggie Diamonds TV is the YouTube. We closing in on 100,000 subscribers.
Very close.
And Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast on iTunes, Audio Boom, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Castbox. Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Just look that up. Or you could go to doggiediamondstv.com.
Just type in Google Doggie Diamonds,
fucking
period.
lit.
You'll get to all
It's
those
fucking
goddamn
lit.
fucking links.
Oh, and I no longer use SoundCloud. So for all my
Yeah.
subscribers,
We're not
SoundCloud
on
is
SoundCloud
over.
no
Where the
more.
chicken?
I don't
Where the
SoundCloud
chicken,
is over.
SoundCloud? If you ain't fucking coming with the chicken, we ain't fucking with you, nigga.
yo, in the Plug podcast, we gonna watch. What category y'all into?
All we talk about is hip hop.
Hip-hop
You about to
shit.
see.
It's
You about
lit.
to
So y'all
see.
in music, I ain't.
No, we're music, but we
gonna
concentrate
get- we
on
gonna- we
everything
gonna make
current. Current, everything
We
current.
gonna get on these charts, all these podcasts.
Literacy. Did we do the old school, new school with him?
With
Did
that
we do
being
the old
said,
school, new school
hold
with
on,
him?
no, that's what we're doing next. I want to end it. Let's end this.
that.
Let's
It's
end
over,
this.
all right.
Hold on, Doggie Diamonds. Thank you.
All right, so
Part
look,
two
my
is.
phone is on 7%. Let me
Damn.
charge my
All right.
phone for
No,
about
yeah, you do
10
that because we gotta go take in some recreational activities, and then we're gonna
Okay.
hit you back. But we have a 15
Just the
more,
old school,
and
new
this is
school,
only
that's
we
it.
have to keep it to 15, 20 minutes, just
Gotcha,
old
gotcha.
school, new
All right,
school.
So Doggie
So-
Diamonds, I'm out of here.